And we are back with some Not Actually Heroes, The Forgotten, our Sunday night campaign that is the sister campaign to our Saturday night campaign that runs opposite weeks from each other. I am Dr. Diaz underscore DM, and here's all the people over here, all the regulars, except we've got one guy here from Saturday. He's creeped on over to Sunday's game. Can't keep him out. Malnock's there. So I guess we'll just jump right into it. Last time the guys returned the war mech. Am I pronouncing that right, guys? Mech.
Yeah.
Okay, we had a discussion about that earlier. And to the major and got paid for that. And then they traveled south into the plains where they have happened upon these druids and Lysandro, the druid that Meridius kind of knew, brought him back to his circle of druids here, and they met all of them. The head druid kind of questioned them a little bit about why they were there and stuff, and kind of gave them just a brief speech about their circle and stuff like that. And I think as we left off last time, they were actually leaving the grove, and the grove was kind of closing in behind them as they were walking out. So as you guys are walking out, through the shade of the trees and getting close to where the sunlight is, a half orc steps out in front of you, towering probably over most of you guys. He's pretty tall. He's wearing robes, and you guys would recognize that he is. I think I can click on him and bring him up here on the. If I switch over to the map screen, that's the grove that they were in. I think I can actually. Roll20 has this new feature where I think if you shift click on someone, one of the tokens, it's Control Shift click or Alt Shift or
Control Shift F1 Batman symbol.
Well, I can't remember it now, but it pops it up in front of like the on the big screen there. Anyway, that the half orc, you would have recognized him from one of the druids that was standing, the one actually standing right next to the arch druid Amanon. He steps out and says,
Phenomenon.
the other druids may have believed your stories of why you are here, but I have my doubts. Why are you really here?
Lamaz, was it?
Yeah. Yep.
As I told the council,
Yes.
we're here to root out evil. We've been tasked to find whatever evils lie in the direction that we've been heading. It doesn't matter what it is. Why? Is there something that you know that we may or may not stumble across? Are you worried about us heading a certain direction?
He puts his staff and kind of leans over on it. I would not worry about your direction or your purpose, except for your fate. We keep the balance in these lands. It is not for others to step in. As long as you stay within the means of your own mortality and do not try to step where gods would step, making decisions above your rank, you will be fine. It is not you that I do not trust. It is that one that brought you here, Lysandro. I sense ill intentions on his part. I feel that you are just a tool for his desires.
Well, I can assure you that we did come to seek y'all out because we were passing through your lands. But he's not who sent us on this quest. He happened upon us after we entered your realm. I met him months ago while passing through your woods. He stayed my hand from killing off gnolls to start with when I encountered them the first time.
He kind of stands up straighter and says, Lysandro thinks that our actions are out of touch with this world, that the balance only matters to him. He doesn't listen to the Archdruid. He's changed since our slumber. I do not know his intentions now, and if you are meant to do some action for him, I bid you think long about what he has put you on. Our actions that we take may seem brutal, may seem odd to you, but they are what needs to happen. Lysandro doesn't seem to understand this anymore. I will leave your decision to yourself, but just know there are consequences.
I understand.
He bows his head slightly and just kind of turns and walks into the trees and almost like disappears immediately.
Kyle looks up and says, "He seems angry."
I agree.
Apparently, guys, we might be on the right track for what we seek. This is twice now we've been threatened by them.
So the being threatened is a good thing.
To a point.
I've never thought of that as a good thing.
Well,
I agree with Ariel.
if you think about it, we haven't fully told them why we're here. But we've been threatened twice because they're concerned about why we're here. As I told Lysandro about assisting him, that I would not put y'all in harm's way to be attacked on two fronts, to accept any mission or any quest that anyone puts us on. The same as what I told Berkeley before we left the guild hall.
I just do not want to be killed by murder trees.
Kai nods, points
Judging.
at Mordecai. Yes, getting killed by trees would be bad. Trees
Judging
are
by
typically
that
nice,
half-orc.
though, aren't they?
I
I've never
mean-
seen
So-
a tree that attacks.
Shantae would not let the trees murder us, surely.
Well, judging from that half-orc, though, he seems more along the lines of wanting to get his hands dirty in the act if he was going to be a part of it. He seems awfully angry for a druid.
But he did say that they were slumbering or something. Maybe he did not get his nap out.
Could be. So do we go check out the feral gnolls and find out what information we can?
I am for whatever gets us out of here because these druids give me the creeps.
Well, if we go after these feral gnolls, we'll still be here as far as in their realm.
Yes, but
But
they
I-
won't be here.
But by the way they were acting on them grouping up and being more frequent and of more quantity, it seems like potentially where they are is where we're headed in regards to the guild. From the stories I've been told, the gnolls centuries ago were possessed by demons, and usually evil is attracted to evil.
I just want to point out here right now also, I'm not too fond of demons.
I'm all right with demons.
Elril just kind of chuckles at the thought that Mordecai is not fond of demons.
Yeah, Kai kind of slowly points at Mordecai's head. Actually,
What is
he would walk around behind Mordecai first and just kind of be like,
why are you guys looking at me like that for? You like demons?
I
Oh,
mean,
no reason, no reason.
Do you know where you come from, Mordecai?
Well, yes, I do. One day, my mother and my father fell in love together, and then they went into an inn one night.
Kai
9
goes,
months
"La, la,
later,
la,
he
la,
became
la, la,
Mordecai.
la."
And
I
you-
get the mechanics of it, yes.
and
it's your ancestry.
the horns, you know where you come from, right?
Like interrupting you as you're saying that, just a pop and like a flash of light behind you, and bumping into you is. Why can't I remember Riken's character's name?
Stanasi.
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 Okay, what we're going to do from now on, Chad, is anytime that we're introducing Riken's character again, we're all going to hold up cards.
You're gonna have to.
Okay? Now, the thing is, some of them could be correct, some of them could be completely wrong. It's up to Diz to know which one is which.
Her name's Frank.
Well, there was a whole issue with the
Exactly.
name thing, and
So in
Was there
2
an
weeks
issue
from
with
now,
everything?
and then on
be sure to
Saturdays
bring
he
in your
has
cards.
a name that I have trouble pronouncing. So-
And
Atreus.
be, sh-
Wait, are you
be
talking
sure to
about?
put
Yes,
your cards
Adriel.
in chat
Oh.
so you can help along.
So Stanasi.
Every week we'll vote for a new name for Sanasi.
Wait, do you have an emote slot open, Diz? Because if so, I think a note card that says Stanasi would be a great emote for you.
I like
Would
that.
be good.
I can put
Would
that
be
in.
good.
I can put that in there. Stanasi just bumps into you.
Oh. Hi, friends.
Welcome back, Stanasi.
Uh,
What question though? Where's the other two that you took with you?
I was able to grab one of them, and I point to Mal's character.
He's not there.
Oh, he's not there. Oh, I thought,
No,
I thought
no,
that's
no.
what we were running with. Okay,
No,
my
no,
bad.
no.
You took Russ's character and Stevie's character with you.
I
You
thought
took
we were running with me
Lenora
bringing him in.
and Keltash through the portal with you.
I don't see anyone with you.
I don't remember grabbing them.
It was less of a grab and more of a oh no, and then
I don't think I sound like that. Can you demonstrate that for me one more time?
oh yeah, watch this. It is okay. Pretend I am Stanasi. Okay, you're, oh look at me, I am Stanasi. Oh no, and then that.
I don't even know how I got back here, guys. I just know there was a flash of light that I ran towards, and when I stopped running, I ran into Mordecai.
Did you trip and fall on the other wherever you were? Because that's how you left this. Maybe you do things when you fall.
Oh, by the way, Stanasi, you've been gone for 10 years.
It has.
What?
It's only been like a couple days.
Oh,
You
Mordecai.
should have kept it going.
I'm so
Because I had
confused.
some fun with it.
Do years work differently in this plane?
Kai looks at Mordecai and goes, "Remember, he got his head smashed by a rock, and now he's all confused."
I know, not only did you die, but your sense of humor did too. And apparently nobody rezzed it.
I don't remember anything.
So you're telling me that 2 of our party is somewhere in limbo?
Guy walks over and hands Tanasi a cookie.
Hmm.
Here, this will make you feel better.
Okay, thank you.
I
Kai.
made those. They're very good.
No, you didn't. You promised me cookies. You never made them. I bought these in a shop.
I did make some cookies one night.
You must have ate them.
Remember, Mordecai, you made a cake.
You were gonna make cookies out of molasses. Remember? And
That's
don't
right. I
want
did.
molasses
I made a
cookies.
cake. That is right. Yeah, I made a cake.
You promised Kai cookies and you never made them.
That's right.
I do kind of remember this cake.
Stanasi, I think Meridius had something to tell you in private. Maybe you should go over there.
Oh, okay.
As she walks by, I stick out my foot and try to trip her to see if she teleports again.
You want me to roll? I'll roll. I'll roll for it. Let's see. 15. It was not a 1.
I help her back up and go, oh, I've got big feet. I'm sorry.
I don't remember your feet being this big.
They
They were smashed by rocks, so they're probably bigger now.
I
Why
was
is this
not
so hard
hit by
for
rocks.
everyone to
Why do you keep
understand?
saying that, Kai?
This is probably swollen.
I point at Mordecai. It's asking. See, was he not smashed by rocks?
He was, yes.
I was not. I do not know what you're talking about.
It's because you have traumatic brain injury.
I
Now, I
came.
walk over and I hand you a cookie.
I came to this
This
plane.
will make
Ooh,
you
thank
feel
you.
better.
Thank you. I came to this plane of existence. We went to town, and I found you there. I have not been here long enough to be smashed by rocks.
You were here before.
How tall is your character?
Like 7 foot something. He was tall.
Kyrie stretches and reaches up and pats you as close to the top of the head as he can reach, and he goes, "It'll be okay. We're gonna get you through this, buddy." And then he walks away.
I just put the cookie in my mouth and start chewing on it.
All right, so while that was going on, Meridius, what do we have to talk about?
In all honesty, that was a joke.
Oh.
But I do have your share of the mech reward.
Oh.
And I take it out of my pack and hand it to her.
Thank you. I don't remember what we did.
It's fine.
You wasn't there.
You get hit with rocks too? These rock injuries. This is nobody told me there was going to be so many falling rocks and adventuring.
Who threw the rocks? If I were hit by rocks, who threw them at me?
Nobody threw them at you. The ceiling fell in. We were in a cave. And then
Stanasi may have tripped over that.
I lean over to Mordecai and I go, he doesn't remember any of it. He just
I think it's worse than we thought.
When
feel bad for
Ilro
him.
says who threw the rocks at him, I kind of look at him and just give a little. That I do remember.
Are we going to go fight these gnolls, or are we going to?
As you say that, you hear like a little laugh, like a feminine laugh coming from your left side.
Look over real quick.
And you see a blue face kind of peeking out from behind one of the trees with like blue hair, kind of just, it's almost like flowing like water down on onto her shoulders as she steps out.
Hello.
You see it's another one of the druids from the circle.
Hey, are you here to tell us that you don't really want us here again either, or like what? Yes. How can I help
Don't
you?
bring the murder trees.
She
don't
runs
bring
over
the
to
murder
you and kind of
trees.
puts hands on your shoulder, like one on your shoulder, one on your chin. No.
I tense up real quick. And
I didn't mean to give that impression. I'm sorry. She seems to be very, very touchy feely as she kind of holds onto your arm now. I was just amused by your interactions with your friends.
So no murder trees.
Okay.
No, the trees. And she kind of reaches back and touches the tree. They are nice.
I'm sure
Okay.
they are. And like I try to step away. Just take a step back. As
She turns back around and notices you've kind of moved away, and he steps over towards Mordecai. As she's talking, she just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. I just wanted to wish you good travels and offer you. My skill is alchemy, so I wanted to offer you a gift to help you with. She kind of looks around. She kind of winks, says, "You know."
I don't know, but I like gifts, so yeah, I'll take a gift. I
She's
mean, gifts are nice.
You're funny. And she kind of reaches into a
Yes.
bag she has and starts pulling out potions. There's about 10 potions she hands.
These are a lot of jars.
This will help you. This potion will make you strong like stone. Protect you. And help
All
you
of
get
these
into
are,
maybe
are the same potion.
they are. And they will get you into places maybe you couldn't normally get into.
DM, is this the Genasi?
It is, yes. You would recognize it as the
Zaluli?
Genasi Druid, yeah. Lazuli, yeah.
Can someone please bring bag of holding? I am not the strongest of the party.
Okay, so, yeah, I'll walk over. And I'll open the bag up and be careful. There's things in there.
I'll take one at a time.
That's the lemonade pocket.
Oh, sorry.
So as she gives you these potions, it kind of describes what they are. These potions will give you the same ability as if the spell of investiture of stone was cast on you.
Oh,
For 10 minutes.
okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt, and I know you guys have a long way to travel, but I thought that this would help you, and I hope to see
thank
you
for your
soon.
gifts. Yeah,
Zaluli.
me or him or all of us together. Okay, I'm gonna go with all of us together. Okay, good.
Yes.
Where do you stand?
Right here.
What the
Right there.
Archdruid said.
I think Lissandro has pretty good views on the world. Let's just say that. She kind of looks around and says, but we will leave it at that.
Very well. I understand.
Good luck. She kind of steps away and turns and walks into the forest. You see her kind of, as she's kind of going around the tree, you see her kind of turn into like a fox and turn run into the forest.
That is a cool trick.
At this point, Meridius will turn and look at everybody and go, let's make our way to the wagon and head out of here before the Archdruid decides to grace us with his presence again.
The whole way. I've got Air Razor training on his leash to let him fly away a little bit and then whistle and him come back to my shoulder and then let him fly away a little bit and then whistle him come back to my shoulder. Just trying to get him trained a little bit.
All right. You can make a an animal handling while you guys are making your way back out to the wagon. From the description, Meridius, of where you have to go, just between those two rivers over there, you're figuring it's roughly about 250 miles. So that's going to take you about 10 days to travel.
All right. And from the description, guys, that of what they gave us of the location, we could potentially be very close to the same swamp where we ran across your Murloc friend, Mordecai.
Oh, I liked him. He was a fun guy.
I mean, it should be a few days north of our location when we get there, but it's still going to be closer to there than it is to where we are now.
That was an 18 on animal handling.
Okay. Noted.
So we head out then.
Okay, so you guys head out, and just to kind of fast travel through the travel here, as it's pretty uneventful. As you get kind of closer to your destination, you settle down for camp one evening, and you're probably within like, I'd say a day or a half a day ride to where the camp should be. You kind of settle down in the evening. You get a fire going. Someone's cooking food and stuff like that. As you guys are kind of relaxing, and maybe you let down your guard just a little bit. Someone kind of approaches you, and I'll let you describe how you approach them there.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like cautiously walking up through the trees. I saw their fire from a good ways off. So, I've just been slowly, quietly walking up towards, the edge of their camp, kind of observing them at their camp from a distance to see kind of, who these people are, if they look dangerous or not, and kind of cautiously making my way in, like hands raised up to show I'm not armed. I don't have any weapons visible on my body right now. Walking, towards the ring of the firelight. And what you would see is, doesn't look very intimidating. Standing about 3 feet tall, 35 pounds. It's a rabbit folk. It's got white fur. Ears are not standing straight up like a rabbit, but they are flapping down. I have a band of black fur going across my eyes, kind of like a mask, and bright violet eyes. Just wearing some real basic leather armor right now. Have a sack off to my side. Again, no weapons or anything on me. Just kind of walking into the camp, hands raised up, and just saying, hey, excuse me.
What are
I was gonna say,
you?
who's on watch?
Nobody's really on watch at the moment. Probably
So we're all
you
still
guys were
awake
just
at
getting.
this point.
Yeah, you were just getting
Okay.
settled in and stuff. So
But Meridius, I think Dinner is talking to me.
Dinner? What are you talking about?
Hello, traveler.
Mordecai, look up.
What brings you here?
Hi, my what are you guys doing out here in the woods? What's you guys? Where you headed?
We're heading west.
West? Oh, west. Oh, hey, I'm heading west. That's where I'm going.
What brings you out here all alone?
Let me tell you, it was the darndest thing. I was out hunting, right? I was out trying to find some food. I left my pack up in a tree, like I always do, safe, away from all the animals. I came back, the pack was gone. I figured it was maybe I got the wrong tree. Maybe I got the wrong tree. So I was looking around, looking up in the trees.
couldn't find anything. Couldn't find the pack. So I saw some tracks. Some gnoll tracks. Those darn gnolls. I'll do it again. So I'm following them. Been following them for 2 days. I'm very tired. They're heading west, though. Maybe, like they always say, it's better to travel with 4 people than 1 person. I've heard them say that. There's more than 4 of us, so that's good. That's probably even better. Maybe I could come with you.
What's your name?
Indalon Quickstop. How about you, friend?
Does this guy know he's a rabbit?
I do. Rabbit folk. We're a proud lot. You've never seen a rabbit folk before? Where have you been?
I have seen rabbits. I have seen folks. I have seen people die and come back from the dead, but not know they died and come back from the dead. And I have saw big people who can summon murder trees. Never seen a rabbit who can talk to me.
Kai, you have seen some rabbit folk, as
Oh, I
they
have.
are more indigenous to the eastern part of this continent, and that's kind of where you came from.
Oh yeah, rabbit folk. They're everywhere.
Yeah, see, we're
Oh,
everywhere.
now you know. Yeah, look. Oh, look at me. I'm a fount of knowledge.
We're everywhere. Thank you.
Kai,
Thank you.
Kai
friend.
goes, me?
Now, apparently, yes.
I've
I'll be
only ever
honest,
seen
this-
the rabbits that we eat.
That was me. No offense, Mr. Rabbit person. And I'm sorry for the first comment, but I honestly thought you were getting ready to jump in our pot and we were going to have a whole lot of rabbit to eat.
As they're saying this, Kai's standing there going,
It's okay. It happens more than you'd think. No, that's fine. I'm a rabbit folk. I'm not a rabbit.
Oh, it's okay. Like I said, I'm tiefling. This guy is dead and came back, and then we got the fishman back here. So you know what? We're like, the odd couple.
Can I cast detect good and evil?
You can, yeah.
I doubt that it gives me anything, but
the Kai.
So you cast it. Let's see.
yeah,
Let's see
detect
if-
evil and good.
Let me actually see if there is
It's not like
a roll
it
or
doesn't tell me
anything, or-
alignments. It just tells
Kai
me
is secretly a red dragon.
yeah, it doesn't tell me alignments. It's the aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, undead.
You should show up undead.
Federation, aberration,
can't
celestial,
You
element,
can't
fey,
detect
fiend,
anything
or
else.
undead.
You just detect yourself.
Detect yourself.
Overwhelmingly undead.
Why does the spell never work? There's undead everywhere.
I don't understand.
I mean, of course, you pick up a little bit of like the fiend vibe coming from Mordecai, but just very faint,
that's
very
racist.
weak. You also pick up a little bit of from yourself, as you would know. But
blind.
you don't pick any, you don't pick up anything from Mal's character, no.
I apologize for the first thing. What was your name, Mr. Bunny Man?
Oh no problem at all, friend. Indalon Quickstop.
My name is Mordecai Fannin.
Mordecai.
Yes, it is a pleasure to meet you, and I promise I will not try to put you in the stew pot.
Well, you know what they always say. If you meet someone and they try to eat you for dinner and they don't, they're probably a good friend.
Yeah,
That a
Who
common
said
I mean,
that?
that's not bad.
I look at Kai and go, is that a common phrase here?
Never heard it before, but you know what? It's a bunny man, so you know what? Shit happens.
I've heard that
Funny,
one.
man.
What? Oh, you have? Oh, wow. You're the first one to say that. What has you guys heading west?
Would you believe
We're on a mission from. Oh, sorry.
that is
God.
we're can I tell him what we're doing?
We're on a mission from the
Uh-huh.
guild.
Yes.
That is
Can I say
all.
the no?
That's what we're doing.
That is all we're doing in this region. You know
Okay,
that
what
the
he
trees have ears.
The murder trees.
when Mordecai says that, Kai goes, the trees do walk around here. So yeah.
Have you seen the trees move, Bunny Man?
That could have
Because
been
you
where
see
your
some
pack
birds
went.
why
fly
your
overhead.
Wait, maybe that's where
disappeared.
my pack is.
It's
Like, I didn't know
oh my
if it-
God, the
it
trees
makes so
are
much
about
sense.
thievery. They're actually thieves.
Murderous thief trees.
Meridius,
It makes so much
what
sense.
are we
now.
going to do?
Well, first you need to calm down.
Do you
We're
do you need
fine.
help finding your pack?
I would appreciate the assistance, friend.
Where did you last have it?
Well, like I said, I've been traveling for about 2 days.
What,
I came from
up
the
a
east, so I'm
tree?
headed west, and I think the gnolls took it. They're heading to the
Yeah.
west.
It was
Kai-
up a tree, and the tree moved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kai and Mordecai point at random trees.
I mean,
It
you
was
said
like
it's-
this. I've got a pack.
You said it's been a couple days. Was this a couple days ago when you started your travel? Was this 30 minutes ago
That's
that the pack disappeared?
I've been tracking the gnolls for a couple
That's
days. 'Cause I
right.
think the gnolls are the ones that took my pack.
Ah,
Real doesn't listen very good, does he? Does he,
Well, you
Kai?
said he's dead, right?
El
he
Real's
did
pizza,
die.
He
El
was
Real's
dead.
pizza showed up, so he started eating.
He-
That like cursed
they
earth
deliver out here.
What?
cursed earth pizza.
Grubhub in the middle of Voss.
Yeah.
How come in the middle of Oz you can get Grubhub and I can't get it at my house?
To be fair, you live further out in the boonies than the middle of Oz.
That is true. That
Just
is
saying.
true.
Just saying.
Well then,
We will help you, Bunny Man.
Ah, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
No problem. See, I told him we would.
You know, I think
I
it's gonna be a
took
lot easier.
initiative, Meridius. Did you see that? Initiative.
As long as you don't take initiative on the 2 secrets you're supposed to keep.
Oh,
I will not take initiative. You're not supposed to say anything about secrets in front of the Bunny Man.
it's okay. I don't mind. Everyone's got their secrets, right? That's
We
okay.
don't have secrets.
Oh no, of course not.
Meridius.
At which point Meridius goes through his comms and says, Mordecai, one of these days you're going to say something that you're not supposed to in the wrong company. And something bad is going to happen to us all.
As that happens, Kai, who still doesn't fully understand how that works, just looks around like abruptly.
I'm gonna look at Mordecai, and I'm gonna use psychic whispers so that he can hear me and we can talk telepathically. It's gonna
Yeah.
last for the next 6 hours, and
Get
I'll just-
ready for a wild
Oh
ride.
my god.
I'll just think to him. I'll just
Buckle in.
I'll just think to him.
You know, if we talk this way, the trees can't hear you. So if there's anything that I need to know if I'm going to be traveling with you guys, you can tell me now. All you have to do is think it, and I can hear it. Unless you
What the
don't
hell
want
are
me
you
to.
in my head, Bunny Man? Do you have one of these too?
This out loud.
Mordecai says it back to him in his head, but he pulls out the necklace. That's the thing for the sending, and he's like, "Do you have one of these too?"
Oh no, I'll think. Oh wow, no, that's a really cool necklace though.
It
Looks
is.
really
It
good on
allows
you.
us to talk to each other telepathically.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, I gotta get me one of those.
The way you
Well, you
pronounce
don't
that
need
shit.
it. You're talking to me now.
Yeah, but I can only do this to one person at a time.
Oh, I see the problem. Well, I'm glad you picked me. However, I'm also sad you picked me. Because I don't know how this is going to work.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm a little, what people would say, probably damaged. So it's untelling what will go through my head.
I mean,
So did you hear everything in my head? And while he's talking in his head, Mordecai is actually moving physically, pointing at stuff. So it looks like the craziest game of charades. Also,
doesn't have to be
Diz,
everything.
check your text messages.
I did that. It was about food as well. So
We got you, Mama Diz.
It doesn't have to be everything. It's just whatever you want me to hear. And don't worry, if it gets to be too much for either of us, you can stop this anytime you want.
Well, that is cool.
Yeah.
I've
There's
heard
a
that
subscription
before.
fee.
Cancel anytime. No hidden fees. No obligation.
That is cool. It sucks it's only one person, but I mean I see the potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got magic as well, but I'm kind of learning. It's a learning process.
Oh,
So I don't
know if this is
exactly know what I can do.
Yeah, I don't know if this is magic or not. It's just, it's kind of new for me too. To be honest, you're only the second person I've really tried this with. And the first one was a squirrel, and he didn't have much to say.
Oh, I bet that was a nutty conversation.
You're funny.
I try to be the levity in the group. Meridius is very like, oh, we're gonna kill every fucking thing. Oh, And then El Real is like, I did not die, but I died. And then Kai is like, I like cookies. And then Stanasi is like, hey everybody. And then she's gone for like 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Inside joke.
Hey, I just want to say, outside of character, that clan is named the wrong character because JD's the one that wants to kill everything and see the world burn.
No,
I just put that out there.
Meridius doesn't want to see the world burn, but Mordecai is pretty sure that Meridius secretly wants to kill everything.
Outside of the game as well, can we please get a Mordecai roast session of all the characters after we finish the campaign?
yes.
So, with that, I try to be the funny person,
No, you're doing a good job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You're a very nice bunny man.
Thanks.
In the lawn.
Oh, I appreciate that. So why were you guys heading west?
But we were headed west because of stuff.
Okay. Well,
I would tell you, but you're new and not really in the guild, and I have a feeling if I said something, Meridius would physically kill me. And I don't think I would come back like El Real did.
What guild? You guys are in a guild. That's cool.
Yeah, we're in an adventuring guild called Not Actually Heroes.
Oh, you're an adventurers.
Yeah, I used to be the cleaner of the guild, but then they let me go on an adventure, and I got to stay.
Wow, that's. Well,
And
that's
then
really
I found
cool.
out I had magic.
Whoa, you
Just
have magic?
to set the scene for you
I
guys.
do have
The
magic.
bunny is sitting there staring at Mordecai. Mordecai is pointing at things and making hand gestures, but not saying any words. So, just to let you know what everything looks like.
Is there any way to be able to discern that they're having this conversation?
I mean, Mordecai's probably looking at the rabbit. The rabbit
If you
himself
understand
might
my
not-
hand
Well,
gestures.
I'm just
What
looking
I-
around.
What I meant was the fact that he pulled out the necklace and was looking at the rabbit when he said it.
I mean, yeah, I'll leave that in your guys' court to decide if you would interpret that or not. But I'm pretty sure that you would get the gist that something's going on with Mordecai, and he's gesturing these things towards the rabbit folk, even though the rabbit folk is just kind of looking off and playing it kind of cool. I don't think Mordecai would be playing it cool.
Yeah,
No, definitely not.
about 45 seconds into this, Kai would loudly announce, Have I gone deaf? He's assuming there's a conversation going on. Then he will grab the medallion and go, "It's not working right." Really
will,
loud, out loud.
I'll break the connection
Turn to Kai.
with Mordecai, and then I'll turn to Kai, and now we have a mind link for the next 5 hours. And I'll say, "Oh no, we were just talking up here. You know, it's something I just learned I can do. It's pretty cool, right? I feel like you guys."
Stabbed.
Kai is not good with magic, Bunny Man.
Edelon.
Oh, oh,
You-
sorry.
Do you say that out loud, Mordecai?
Yes.
Wait, we don't have a
Yes,
mind link
he
anymore.
does.
Oh,
I mean, he can keep
What-
thinking things, but I can't hear him anymore.
Edelon.
Yeah.
Kai's
just-
rocking back
just
and
so you
forth,
know.
holding on to the medallion. Right now.
Kai was pretty much raised in a monastery. This is his first big time outside of it.
Oh, well, I understand that.
And
I
he's
haven't
a
seen
little
much of the world
jealous
myself.
of the fact that all the rest of us have magic.
Oh, he looks like a pretty strong guy, though.
Oh, he has his features that make him very affordable in a fight, but he's upset with the fact he's the only one that doesn't know magic.
About this time, Kai kind of snaps out of it and goes, "I can hear him in my head."
Yeah, I know. It's cool, isn't it?
No,
what are you guys talking
not
about?
at all.
But
No, and
but
he
Kai,
doesn't have one of these.
But,
I
but
know
Kai,
that's
that's what you hear from us in your
yeah,
head.
but
I know.
but we have this.
I understand, but he has an ability that lets him do it, kind of like what
Oh,
Keltash,
of course he does. He
Ki-
has
ki-
ability.
kind of like what Keltash did with the Murlocs. Remember when he poked the Murloc in the forehead?
Everybody has abilities. Yes.
Wait,
We all have
I was going to-
abilities, Yes.
I was going to ask this, and then he hopped out of my head into yours. Bunny Man, since this is not magic, like you said, then it's a talent or whatever. Can you teach it to Kai so that he can talk in people's heads?
To be honest, I just, like I said, I just recently learned how all this works. I was
don't-
telling Mordecai over here. I tried it before on a
told me.
squirrel. I tried it
You
before on a,
told me.
I
s-
don't
on a
think
squirrel. And
you want to hear what's in my head. I
Um,
just want to throw that out there.
you don't have to share
was
everything
just-
with me. It's just whatever you want to share.
I was just trying to get you a cool thing.
Elril
That way
looks,
you would have a thing,
Elril looks straight up and out loud goes, "Really? This is what y'all've
Yes.
given me to work with.
So Kai looks up too.
I look up
This
as
is
well.
what you've given me to work with."
Yeah. So Mordecai and Lon and Kai all look up.
I'm gonna think to Kai.
Who's he talking to?
I think he's looking for rock, but Kai says this out loud because once again he doesn't quite get it. I think he's looking for rock. He got killed by rocks once before, so I think he's really concerned that rocks might just fall at any point. So he looks up a lot and he talks to people, and maybe it's the rocks. The trees move. Maybe the rocks walk around here at night too. I don't. The city is nothing like this. It's very very odd out here.
I
don't
think he's got
there's any rocks
rockophobia.
around. We're not by any mountains. Right now.
We weren't
I-
by any mountain when
think
the
you're
rocks
safe.
fell on him and killed him.
Oh my gosh, were they just out in the open?
We were in a cave.
Oh well, there's rocks in caves.
It's like
Does
a rock.
Kai have
room.
You know what they say? You can never be too careful when you're walking in the woods, or when you're walking in the caves, or when you're swimming in the sea.
Does Kai have any imagery on him?
I've never heard that, but once again, yeah, you're right. I mean, I can't say no.
I do have Kai has a tattoo. Where was it? It's on his.
I don't know. It may be covered up. I mean, depending
Yeah.
on what you wear.
I'm
I
just
don't know if they
talking
would
like
know.
religious, any kind of religious symbols or.
Yeah. I wear a holy symbol of
Denier.
Yeah.
Denier.
here. Yes.
I look over at Kai and go, and I point at his symbol.
Actually, that's what is my ascending medallion is the symbol of Denier that I wear.
I look over at Kai and I point at Asimil and go, really? You worship Denier? The knowledgeable one.
Yes, I'm very knowledgeable.
And you've never talked to him?
But I don't look up.
But you don't have to look up. That's just kind of a...
But you looked up. I thought there were rocks falling again.
No, I look up because it reminds me of Mount Celeste.
Mount who?
You don't know what Mount Celestia is?
Is that her stage name?
Mount Celeste, the realm of the Celestials?
Yes, but I've never been there. I wouldn't know to look up for it.
You don't have to look up for it. It's just one of those. It reminds me of it reminds me of. God damn it, Regan.
That's her stage name.
The best part is chat can see that.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of
I thought
being there.
I thought it reminded you of rocks falling on your head. That's why I looked up too. I thought rocks were gonna fall on your head again.
Seeing as how I've never had rocks fall on my head, I don't know why that would remind me of it.
We've been through this. And Kai just looks like an 80-year-old man who's had this conversation like 500 times. He just kind of shakes. We've talked about this. You forgot. Tell him, Mordecai. He forgot.
You did, because we were there and rocks definitely fell on you, and then you kind of went.
You say that this your other Elril, he shot the bows and
if that's
arrows.
what you want to call him, yes. The first Elril the First met the horrible fate at the bottom of rocks.
You said he shot the bow.
Yes.
Let me
Twice, then the rocks fell on him.
let me see the bow.
I have the bow, don't I?
Yeah, you have the bow and all the arrows.
So I would get the bow out. Hand it to you. Which belongs to. I tried to give it to you before. It belongs to you anyway.
That's true.
Now point at the target.
Don't hit the bunny, man.
Kai looks around.
Why don't you hit the side of the wagon? It won't hurt it.
What if he hits the horses?
Don't hit the horses.
Oh God.
Where do you want me to try?
Is there a tree around here that's not trying to murder us?
Kai has the perfect idea, which is a terrible idea, but it's perfect. Is there any kind? Is there like a canteen or a cup or anything?
I would say so. Yep.
Okay, so Kai has seen Elril be really accurate with the bow before. So Kai runs to the wagon and grabs the tankard and sets it on top of his head
Oh God.
and says, "Yes, here's a target. You're really good with that bow. I watched you do it before. Shoot this off the top of my head."
That may not. I've never shot a bow before, so this may not be a good idea.
You shot Mordecai. Didn't we see him shoot a bow before all the time?
I have seen a person named Elril shoot a bow a lot. Then he rocks.
This.
Kai is completely confident in his decision.
Oh, okay. And
Mordecai is a little less confident than Kai at this point.
I pull the arrow back, having never shot a bow and arrow, having no dexterity to speak of as Elril.
Tune in 10 minutes, Chad, when we learn the name of Josh's new character.
Diz.
Yep.
7. Do I hit the thing on top of Josh's head?
No, you do not hit.
You hit Josh's eye.
Do you hit Josh?
Well, roll me a d20.
This is gonna be where I roll a decent. That is 14. I
All right.
technically add proficiency though, don't I?
No, not. This is just to see where the missed shot actually went.
Oh, okay. Because like I am a
Um,
fighter, so I think I'm technically proficient. I just have no dexterity.
What I'm gonna
He's
have,
hit Mordecai.
what I'm gonna have you
man.
do is, Josh. Now you roll a d20, and if it's within 2 of that, then it hits you. If not, it flies.
Why do I hear the pressure luck music?
Hang on, it didn't land in the dice tray.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
What was his roll?
14.
It's a 12.
Roll damage as it strikes him barely in the arm, though.
Wait. No.
I have to roll damage for you to be able to do that though.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
The max damage 8. Plus
8
my
plus
dexterity
9.
of 0 though, so 8.
Yeah, it's eight total.
Okay,
That's
so
math.
so I will burn the key point, and because I reduced by 1d10 plus 8, so I can catch it. So I
Yeah.
don't even have to roll anything. So
Just
Kai
grabs
catches
it.
the arrow out of the air and looks at you just like,
I said this was a bad idea.
That did not go
You-
according to plan.
You should have picked a different target.
Kai's just standing there looking at the arrow and goes, that almost hit me.
I said this was a bad idea, that you should pick a different target.
Okay, so he takes the mug off of Kai's head and runs over and puts it on Mordecai's head.
That's not what I meant.
No. Mordecai reaches up, grabs the mug, throws it at Kai.
So
You would have to do that with disadvantage because there's only one character I know that can throw with advantage a mug.
That's
So-
true, and he's not here.
So Kai walks over and hands, says, well, you just need to practice more. And he hands Elreal the arrow back. Not at me, though. Let's not practice at me. That's a little scary. I don't like getting almost shot in the face. But I'm getting better at catching. Did you see me catch the arrow?
That
That
was
was-
quite impressive.
To be fair, it was a very bad shot though, so I really
but it was
don't know
still
how.
coming at me.
He's got the point.
Yes.
Can you catch an arrow?
Probably once.
Yeah, it's that second time though that gets you. Ain't it?
Yeah.
What if it's rock arrows?
I mean, I use this and I pull my shield around and like I don't really need to catch very many of them.
That's true. All right. Mr. Bunnyman, are you hungry?
After they're done playing,
Yeah, I would love some food.
Come
My,
with Mordecai. I will fix you up some grub.
oh, thanks. My rations.
Just
are taken
don't
with my
give him the
bag.
rabbit stew.
I will not do that. No.
Well, I'm not really a rabbit, so I mean,
What do you eat?
I
Like
whatever you're-
carrots?
I mean, no, like I said, I'm not actually a rabbit. No, we're rabbit folk. But I do like carrots. Yes.
Okay, good. I will make some. I'll make some soup.
Perfect.
after they're done playing,
I like how he says when they're done playing.
I'm gonna go over the comms. And first thing I say is, Kai, what is about to be said, do not repeat or comment to out loud. Not if you agree and understand.
Okay, but I said that out loud.
With this
You have to
person-
understand, Kai is never gonna.
Oh, I
get
know,
the way
I
that-
know.
The way this works, never.
With the addition of the one that showed up in camp, do we take him with us and potentially even contact the guild and see about getting him to as part of the guild, if that's what he chooses, or we just get him as far as his pack?
So Kai holds up one finger because he's choosing option 1.
I think that is something that is up to him. If we get him to his pack and he wants to leave, we can't make him stay. If we get him to his pack and he proves to be a worthy ally, by all means, let's get him into the group and work with him.
Well, that's why I said about giving him the option.
I agree with El Real. I think we help him find his pack because he's apparently after gnolls. And we're after gnolls. Maybe they're the same gnolls. And then if he wants to join, we take it up with the guild.
Well, the reason I brought it up is because if he's not a member of the guild, I don't think we should be telling him why we're here and what we're actually searching for, unless he's willing to stay. We don't need what we've set out and been tasked to do to leave this inner party and go elsewhere
Yeah, we just.
with that information.
I say we bring him along and not.
Let's just make finding the gnolls a happy accident.
Very well.
And if he decides he wants to know and then tries to run with that information, we just don't let him.
So while you guys are doing all this, since I don't know that you're talking over the comms, I'm just gonna be talking to all of you.
So, you guys are out here in the woods and, you guys are making camp. You said you're heading east, but, you said you had stuff to do out here, some stuff. What stuff? You guys are adventurous. That's so cool. What adventures have you been on? What adventures did you guys just go on? Did you guys just go on an adventure?
And while he's saying that, I'll be like, we said we were heading west, not east.
Yeah, west, east, west. I get mixed up a little bit. It's like they always say, the best compass is the one in your mind.
I'm continually trying to have both conversations and talk to Mal's character and have the voice conversation, the mental conversation, until the very end when I say, and then we just don't let him get away. And I accidentally say that part out loud because I'm trying to have two conversations.
Who get away? Who are we talking about? What's going on?
Our dinner for tomorrow night.
Dinner?
We've got to go hunting.
Yeah. What do you guys like to hunt?
Well, this is awkward.
I look at Kai and Mordecai and go,
Squirrels? We'd like to hunt squirrels. And
and rabbits.
Yeah.
The word you're looking for. Rabbits.
I was trying not to say it, Gunny Man.
Whatever the
'cause
gods
there you
provide.
are, and I am sorry, but it is we eat what we do.
Yeah, interestingly enough,
Here's your soup, by the way.
thank you. Like I said, I'm a rabbit folk. I'm not a rabbit. So, you guys have rabbits here, but where I'm from, we just have rabbit folk.
yeah,
We
but
don't really
kind
have
of like
rabbits.
with Mordecai, at some point in time, somebody had with the rabbit, so it's in your lineage.
Well, I don't think that's how rabbit folk are made.
What do you mean?
But it's if you
they
went
have
to
a
another
mother
realm,
and I have a father, and
Yeah,
then
if you
look
went-
like me, and then here I am looking like me.
You-
Elreal, was it? Elreal?
Yes, it's
El Real is his name.
Yep.
Yes.
Elreal.
Don't talk about rocks.
What race is Elreal?
You don't probably know because he
You
would
just
have
look
kept
like a
it.
humanoid.
He would have kept his hood pulled down real tight the entire time you've been around so far.
I'm gonna just assume you're a humanoid then.
It's like if you went to another realm and there were tiny, unintelligent, little, humans that people hunted and ate as game. I mean, that wouldn't be so bad, right?
I don't know if that would probably upset other humans.
Well, eating rabbits doesn't upset me.
Oh, Okay. Sure. Then we can have rabbit tomorrow.
Say I want to eat rabbit. I just said I don't care if you do. Why would you
What-
try to feed me rabbit?
Maybe you know what?
I'm a
Maybe
rabbit.
we'll be near a creek, and do you like frog legs?
The way he said I'm a rabbit.
Kinda
Fucking love you,
fucked
bro.
up, man.
I will try to find other things to cook.
I mean, personally, I haven't read up on rabbit folk yet completely, but if they're like rabbits, they would be herbivores, right? So they'd be
Yeah.
vegetarians.
They're rabbit folk are from the Feywild though.
Yeah.
Vegetables will do fine, and if you guys don't have a lot, I'm more than happy to go forward myself.
Actually, there was a druid back there that had given me an idea, so maybe that will work out. Maybe we can get you some veggies.
All right then. Now listen, I know we just met. I'm more than happy. I can walk off. I can go make my own camp and meet up with you guys in the morning if it makes you feel better.
No, you don't need to do that. I mean, you can stay. I think that would be fine.
If you're sure.
It's not like you could take all of us.
No, right. Of course not. You guys are adventurers. Wow, a group of adventurers. That's so cool.
So how far out are we from the gnolls now?
Oh,
You've been
by my calculation, we're not more than a day's travel or so away.
very well. Should we get to bed and watch? That way we can start bright and early in the morning.
Oh, sure. I'll take the first watch.
I'll take it with you.
All right.
All right. So, as you guys bed down for the evening, you go through the watches. There doesn't seem to be any signs of threats in this area, and
On my watch, I'm not going to spend any time like looking out as much as I can. I'm going to be keeping an eye on just Elreal and the other people in the camp. Like I'm not looking out like to see if there's anything coming. Maybe I'll glance over it now and then to try to keep that appearance up, but I'm mostly just watching the people that are in the camp right now.
To be fair, Elreal would have been doing the same thing. He would have just been staring down the rabbit folk, and you would probably at this time see like lit up eyes under the hood, but not much else.
And feel free. I mean, if there's anybody that wants to have conversations during the watches, you just let me know. We can go through it. If not, then we'll skip on to the next day here. Okay,
That's fine.
so
I'm just watching everyone.
next day you guys load up to travel, and I don't think that we discussed that you had any type of horse or anything like that. So you're either walking or riding on the wagon with them.
I'll ride on the wagon if there's room.
Okay. And about probably a little less than a day's journey, you start seeing signs of gnolls being in the area nearby. So you would more than likely probably pull the wagon off, and at that point, what would you guys like to do?
Can I get down
we
and
can
check for
s-
tracks for the gnolls?
Sure can. Just roll a survival check.
Are we in the region
You are
that we were
close.
headed to? Okay.
You're close to where, yeah,
Okay.
he was telling you.
I see nothing. I
You
rolled
know,
a
good.
4.
Nope. Yep.
I thought they were around this way, but I can't seem to make heads or tails of. There's a lot of tracks overlapping over here.
Can I look at the tracks that he points out as they're overlapping? See if I can.
Yep. Roll a survival.
I'm going to give myself guidance.
Okay.
That is a 19.
19. So as you get down and you're looking at the tracks, they don't look like they're really crossed up that much to you. They seem to be going in like two different directions. Somewhat in the direction that you're going, just a little more to the north. And then the other ones are going back kind of towards you, a little more towards the south in the specific tracks that you're looking at here.
Sorry.
I would like to cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
What's Malnox rolling sleight of hand on?
I was just rolling for fun.
I point out the tracks and I go, I don't, they're not cross. There's tracks going that way and there's tracks going back toward, they go two different ways.
All right. How far does Divine Sense reach again?
60 feet.
60 feet. I mean, you don't detect anything of significance within 60 feet.
Okay.
Just the regular stuff
yeah,
that
I
you're
just
kind of used to.
detect the stuff I already know. Okay.
Mm.
Well, I say we follow the tracks north. There's nothing near us at this present time that would be of great significance.
Okay. I just need to know how you guys are approaching it. On foot, bring the wagon.
Is there enough
the
room
horses.
for the wagon?
I mean, there is a road, but you're kind of gonna have to go off road. Off the little path that's kind of been worn in. It's not like a real road. It's just like, worn in path. You're gonna have to go kind of north of that.
I think we might want to tie up the horses. Start getting ready.
Definitely need to go on foot.
Sounds good to me.
How well is and I can roll again if I need to. How well has Air Razor been taking to the training?
Oh yeah, you probably want to roll probably a couple of times there over the course of the
How many?
do I?
Can I give myself guidance on these?
Yeah, I am. I mean, if it's an ability check, yeah.
Okay.
Then, so yeah.
That's a 24.
24. All right.
Ooh. 16.
All right. I would say that you've taught him like a few like little tricks, but you're still probably a little concerned that if you turn him completely loose, that he would just,
Fly
possibly not come back. Yeah.
All right.
So You guys heading on foot, you said? Okay. What are you doing with the wagon and the horse?
Tying the horses up.
Okay.
Moving the wagon over off the side of the path.
Is there any type of, lower hanging trees or coverage that we can put it in to kind of conceal it a little bit?
There would be probably some forest land. It's not dense forest land in this area, but there probably would be some like trees and grass growing up in certain areas where you could probably tuck the wagon in.
Then that's where Meridius would do it.
Okay.
That way the horses have something to eat and it's not as noticeable if anybody comes by.
Let's see here. Let's see. I guess let's just roll a survival check on it as you're kind of camouflaging this up to look like nature. Or a nature check, either one.
Oh, we'll definitely go with survival then.
I'll read
That's
it.
19.
Cast guidance on him so he
19?
can roll a d4.
Okay. 19 plus whatever the D4 is.
21.
21. Okay. So you feel pretty confident in the job of, kind of camouflage, taking the foliage around and kind of decorating the wagon so it's camouflaged.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we're ready to head north then.
Okay. So you guys head north. It's getting late in the day. I would say probably mid to late afternoon. Still got plenty of sunlight at this point, but it is starting to go down. As you guys walk for about 25 to 30 minutes, you start hearing the sounds in the air of like little barks, like little high-pitched barks kind of coming from the distance ahead.
I pull my shield in my hilt and I look over at Indalon and go, how well do you see in the dark?
Oh, do I see in the dark? Yeah, I don't. Oh no, I don't think I have dark vision.
Cool.
Not too well.
You might want to stay close then. And I let the sunblade come out.
Okay, you pull the sunblade out. Okay.
Around what time is it right now?
It's probably getting around. It's still summertime, so it's probably around, let's say, like 8 o'clock in that range, or
There's still
maybe a
bit
little
of
after.
light, but
So there's enough light in the sky still, but it's starting to go, starting to go down. So
So the path and the tracks we're following,
Mhm.
are they increasing in number, and are they like fresher?
roll another survival check as you're continuing to look at this.
That is a
Guidance.
All right then.
If we're out of combat, I can do it as much as I want because it's a cantrip.
That is a 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, you actually start seeing some tracks going kind of in different directions away, but they all seem to be going in the north, like northwestern type of direction, in the same direction.
I
So
think that we need
you're
to
assuming that the paths away are diverging, but the paths back are kind of converging into this one spot.
I think that we need to start approaching more cautiously, kind of stealth in and see if we can get close without being detected.
That I can do.
Mordecai will also cast comprehend languages.
Okay. How long does that last?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. All right. So you guys stealthing closer.
yes.
Okay. I need everybody to roll a stealth check. Some
21.
people with disadvantage.
This is
Ding,
true.
ding, ding.
You know who you are.
15.
Okay. What's everybody got?
21.
12.
It's better than when we went into that cave when El Real died.
What was that, 5?
23.
Oh, 23. Okay, I was like, goodness.
No,
I got a
17.
I would have to roll a natural
4.
1. I have a +6, so yeah.
So 14, what did Mordecai get?
17.
17.
I mean, we nat won that trip to the cave with El Real, and I knocked a tree over.
All right, so that was a group roll, and you passed that. So you kind of approach the camp here, and as you get close, you're kind of up on like almost like a plateau or something. It's not really a true plateau. It doesn't drop completely straight off, but you're above whatever. As you approach, you kind of get down on your hands and knees, kind of approach up, and you're all kind of laying prone as you kind of look over the ridge down, and it's probably a good I'd say about 150 feet down below you. You see it kind of, there's a very steep hill that goes down and then kind of levels off, and then you see hundreds, maybe thousands of gnolls just kind of congregated here. It's very odd what you're seeing, because I mean, usually these creatures are very nomadic. They don't tend to clump up, and when they do, it's usually in small groups, only for short periods of time. These gnolls look like they've been here for a while, so everybody can roll a perception check.
You guys ever seen gnolls grouped up like this before?
I ain't rolling my advantage. I got a nat 20
Nat 20, all right.
+1.
I got a nat 20 as well.
I got a 1. I got a 10.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
That will be the only nat 20 I rolled tonight.
Right?
I get a 14.
All right. I was getting my food there, so I got nat 20 on Meridius. I got a 14 on Mordecai. What did everybody else get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty
10.
I got a 4.
4, okay.
Nat 20 for Kai as well.
Nat 20, okay. So the 2 nat 20s, you guys, everybody generally sees, the groups of gnolls and stuff. Anybody above a 10 sees that the gnolls are moving around just odd. Usually they're very barbaric and stuff, and it's not that they're not really, but savage, but they're moving around. It kind of reminds you of watching like cult members kind of move around, like a temple or something. It's very odd to look at these creatures doing this. They seem to be somewhat orderly in how they're moving about. They have structures built, which is very odd. Anybody above a 15 notices that they're kind of encircling like a small like mountain, or like maybe a hill. It's not really as big to be a mountain. And right in the center of this camp in the mountain, there is a cave with a rather large opening on it, and there are a few gnolls going in and out of there, but not many. It's very few and far between. Those that have a nat 20, you guys notice that over on the left-hand side, which would be further west, you see around kind of the side of this mountain hillish area, you see there's almost like a flat part of like the hill. It's very odd looking. It's like it's a normal hill that kind of just slowly trickles down to the earth, but this part is just kind of flat, and it goes almost hits and it comes down flat to the earth. You guys see what looks like a human kind of just come out of the stone and look around, wearing these long robes and cloaks. And since you rolled a nat 20, You do notice that this is the arch druid Amanon. He kind of looks around and very quickly turns into
Phenomenon.
a bird and just flies. Not flies away from you guys around the back of this little hill mountain. We'll call it a mountain. It's a small mountain.
So
Call it a mountain.
I immediately look around and say, "Did you guys see Phenomena? He came out of the side of the
Mordecai
mountain.
looks and says, Kazunak.
He came out of the side of the mountain. He turned into a bird."
This is worse than I feared. That's why he threatened us. This is what I told you about to start with.
So are we going to have gnolls and killer trees?
There's too many gnolls for us to take.
Wait, were you guys looking for these gnolls too?
Kyle
We-
looks embarrassed at this point.
We
As you
were
guys kind of
tasked-
push back from where you're looking over the ledge and kind of group up and are talking, we're gonna take a real quick break right there because I need a bathroom break like immediately.
I got
So
the pee.
we'll take like a 5-minute break and we'll be right back.
Right.
All right. All right, we are back. So you guys were, I think, just pulling back from the edge of the ridge there to discuss your plan or whatever you're gonna do. So I'll turn it over to you guys.
So, none of the rest of you, except for I take it Kai, saw the arch druid come out of that hill.
I did not, no.
No.
What's an arch druid?
I was distracted by the amount of gnolls below us.
He's a druid that's really tall and bow-legged, and it makes like an arch for you to walk through when you're short.
That makes sense, yeah. So,
Oh,
yeah,
he is fucking stupid.
so, and you guys, I'm not that
He
stupid.
is a
'Cause
bunny.
I'm not that stupid because I understand that you guys were obviously looking for these gnolls too. If someone that you know is here. So
No,
But don't-
no.
so now that we're here, can you tell me what we're really doing here?
In Delon, we don't technically know the arch druid. You see, I know one of the druids of the Brotherhood of the Rolling Hills, and I've met him, and he took us to their inner circle, and their arch druid threatened our lives if we were to interfere with the balance of good and evil.
Or the trees.
And here we are watching him come out of something that is surrounded by thousands of gnolls that, from everything I've been told and witnessed, are feral with demonic influence.
Yeah, no, I see that too. It kind of seems like that's some information that might have been, beneficial to share with me before we set off this way.
We were unaware that the arch druid was involved.
He's also kind of need to know information, and at the time you didn't need to know. Now you do, so we're telling you.
Yeah, but we were headed this way already. It just seems kind of like a dick move to me. That's all.
And we're helping you get your pack, which is down there with all those gnolls. So it makes up for it. The balance, that like the arch druid was saying.
Yeah, right. The balance. the
A
balance.
question, Elreal. If the pack is down there in front with all of the gnolls, how are we going to get said pack back?
We killed all the gnolls.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, and I respect your opinion. I do. The problem is there is what, like 1, 2, 3, like 6 of us. So there's like 500 gnolls for each of us.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very fair for those gnolls.
Yeah,
He's right.
I
This is
respect
the
where your
first
head
time
is
that I'm
at,
going to
too.
say I like the way he thinks.
I respect where you're at too. However, I don't think that tactically it is. Meridius, can you help me out here?
Listen, are you saying that you're afraid of going down there and fighting those gnolls? Are you afraid
No.
to die?
I'm not. Yes, I don't want to die.
No one dies though.
Two, I'm not really afraid of attacking and going into battle because I have done so before.
Right. Yeah.
But I think that there is a clear number advantage on the gnoll side of the equation.
I see what you're saying. And I agree that it does seem a little foolish of us to going against that many. Maybe we can sweep the perimeter, see if there's some weak point, somewhere we can, I don't know, sneak in or get a little bit closer and get a better lay of that. It just seems so strange that there's thousands of gnolls. I mean, I've tracked gnolls before. There's never seen this many of them, this congregated. You know, something doesn't feel right.
This is all kind of new to me, but it seems odd from the stories I've heard, and that is why I am turning the conversation over to the man in the plate armor, Mr. Meridius.
Oh yeah, he has plate armor. Maybe he goes first, and then we can go behind him. That way the arrows will bounce off his plate armor. He does look very strong.
Also, Kai can catch the arrows as they come at us.
We saw that. Yeah, Kai, you can catch all the arrows. Oh, that's a great idea. All right, so we'll have Meridius and Kai up front. They'll go in first. What's the difference between? Well, you know what they say. You catch one, you catch them all.
At this point, Mordecai has reached into Kai's bag of holding, pulled out some cookies, and he's just eating cookies.
It's like he said, you know what they say, you gotta catch them all. Yeah.
DM, what time of day is it? Like, how late is it?
I was saying it was about, I think around 8 p.m. when you started moving, and then you've went about 30 minutes, north. So you're about 8:30ish. It's the sun is starting to set on you, or you probably got maybe another half hour.
Time's getting real low.
I want to take about
Real low.
10 or 15 feet back away from the cliff.
Okay.
Open up my bag and pull out the orb.
All right.
And contact the guild.
That orb.
All right.
It is a communication device.
Okay. So what do you say?
Well, I was waiting for somebody to answer because you never
You
gave
just-
us an activation.
Well, you just kind of, as you kind of pull it up and hold it in your hands, it kind of spawns to life, like it's just like colors start swirling inside of it.
Berkeley, are you there?
So it goes like maybe about 30, 45 seconds where you might even repeat yourself again. And then he says, you hear his voice come back through. Yeah, Meridius.
We have a situation.
All right.
We are pretty far west into the plains, kind of south of the Jubic marshes. I think we found the temple that we were set out to find. It's surrounded by about 1,000 gnolls.
Can we hear him?
Yeah. Well, no, it works like the sending spell. So
Like I'm holding the orb, so
Yeah.
it's transferring through my hand, like my thoughts or whatever.
So I don't think you actually have to speak out loud, right? For the sending spell.
I don't think so.
Yep. So you probably can't hear him. I mean, he could choose to speak if he wants to, and it would do the same thing. So.
After we got here, we found the druids, the Brotherhood of the Rolling Hills, and their arch druid came or met with us and pretty much threatened us for tipping the balance between good and evil. On top of that, we just saw him come out of this hill that's surrounded by all these gnolls. Like he's leading this group and whatever's inside this hill.
I see. That is troubling. Are you able to at least gather any information on what is going on inside?
I think there's a way for us to get in, to be able to kind of sneak through at the back door and possibly get inside to see what's in there, but I really don't want to have to put the team up against 1,000 gnolls and 9 druids if there's any way I can get around it. So we'll try to find out, make sure that there's nothing else around before we try to get any intelligence inside of this hill.
Yes, definitely. Don't risk yourself or the party. But if you can, verifying that this is the place would at least go a long way.
Well, if you haven't heard from us in a day or two, just know that this is our location and that you may not hear from us again. But if we manage to make it out of this, I will contact you and let you know what we discovered.
Okay. The other group is northwest of where you are. They said that they thought they had a lead and were heading southeast. So I don't know that they would cross paths with you, but they might be somewhere close by.
Very well, I'll keep a lookout and see if I spot them. Well, I'll let you do whatever, or get back to whatever you were doing. We're gonna try to figure out a way to infiltrate this location without getting slaughtered by a bunch of gnolls.
Okay. Yeah, be safe.
Talk to you soon. And I put the order back in my pouch.
It almost works like a cell phone, but there's no like cell phone etiquette that's been taught to you. So it's just very odd ending the conversation with these things. So
It's still actually on in the pouch. He's hearing everything we say. It's just really muffled.
Yeah.
I don't butt dial, thank you. I have it locked.
Pocket sending.
Pocket sending.
Awkward.
I'll turn back around and look at the group. So, Berkeley said that the other team is northwest of our location. He wasn't sure how far, but they had gotten a lead that was sending them southeast, which could potentially put them right here with us. But like I said, they don't know exactly where they're headed, and he doesn't know where they're at exactly in relation to our location. So that's about all that he could give me.
If we can find my bag, I do have something in there that might make it a little bit easier for us, or at least give us a little bit of an easier chance to infiltrate this this place, or at least pass a little bit less noticed. Does anyone have, the ability to find something if we get a little bit closer?
Well,
Actually, no. If we need to get any closer, let me see.
Is
Well-
it magical?
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm sorry, Kai. It is magical.
I have detect magic, but I have to be within so close of the object.
Unfortunately, I don't have what I was thinking I had prepared for today.
That's okay.
There is a way in, though, other than the mouth of that cave.
Well, what's that?
We get in the same way the druid came out.
We have to go through all of the. That's at like the back wall, and then there's all the gnolls that we'd have to get through to get to the. I'm fine with the fighting of the gnolls, but I thought I was the only one. Well, and then the crazy bunny man.
Yeah, I have some
I
rope. Maybe we
I
could
mean-
get just down a little bit closer.
There's no guarantee that we'll have to fight them at all.
Do you think we can walk right through them?
Well, it's dark,
I
And I
can walk
can-
really fast.
and I can cast a cloud
pretty
around
quick.
me to encompass the entire team.
Marine Layer, the most powerful spell in D&D.
Beer 30 somewhere.
So we could potentially try to sneak past them.
Wouldn't,
I can make a sparks or a sound or something come from the other side. That's all
Can
I
we
can
get
do.
to the top of that hill?
Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, depending on how you describe how you're going to get on top of it.
No, I mean like you said that goes. It's sheer faced, and then it's got a hill, and the knolls
Yeah.
are all on the other side of the sheer. Can we come up from behind up the hill, and then like rappel down to that sheer face?
You're not sure what's behind this, hill, but yeah, I mean, you could try something like that.
Hey.
I will tell you this. Just rolling for the weather. It's been a clear day, but there's a lot of clouds moving in, and so it's gonna like really, if there is any moonlight, there's gonna be a lot of cloud cover. So
Well, whatever we're gonna do, we should probably get going pretty fast.
Yeah, maybe the
I
fog
agree with
cloud
Bunny Man.
thing will work. Meridius, looking at the weather.
I mean, clouds in the sky are one thing, but you don't think they're gonna be a little suspicious of a cloud moving along the ground?
Well, I mean,
I mean,
When-
fog is one thing, but a centralized cloud of fog moving along the ground, that seems a little out of place.
gnolls are never known to be very intelligent.
Oh, well, if you want to gamble your life on a gnoll's intelligence, be my guest. You know what they always say: if you bet against a gnoll's intelligence, you're probably gonna die.
I'm pretty
don't
sure
think
no
you
one
heard
has
that
ever
right.
said that.
Never heard
No.
Yeah, maybe it's a regional thing.
Also, you're killing the vibe here, man.
Listen, I'm all for it. Like I said, I'm not afraid to die. I'm not like you.
that. Oh,
You
he
go
has-
out, yippee skippy, let's die.
He has horns and you have ears.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
He's not
True.
wrong.
I'm not all yippee skippy, let's die, but I'm also not all let's sit here on our butts and do nothing.
You're not like that either.
Well, that's what we're doing. We gotta go. Come on.
We're planning plans.
We're not. We're talking, and nothing really is coming of it.
We gotta
Uh,
give Meridius time to warm up that cloud.
All right, let's go.
Sitting up here is not gonna do anything. We need to either go around the back, like Elriel said, or at least drop down this cliff and get a little bit closer and see what we can see.
Either we sneak in the back door or we plow in the front.
Well, you know what they say: sneak in the back's always better than plowing in the front.
Wait a minute. I don't. Are we talking about the same? Let's attack the gnolls.
Oh, so now we're just attacking the gnolls.
Let's do what we're going to do. All this is confusing and making me feel very weird and uncomfortable.
Let's go.
Kai,
Is Josh muted? Oh, there.
He was just quiet.
No, I'm here. I'm just listening to everybody argue.
You're welcome.
Actually, I thought about Kai just having to walk down the hill because he got bored.
Kai,
Yes.
pull 6 potions that were put in the bag of holding out and give it to each person here.
So I will pass out potions to everyone.
When we get to the back of this hill, take your potion.
I don't know how I feel about drinking strange things given to me by someone I didn't see prepare.
Or you can go through the front door. Your call.
It was made by this nice druid lady.
Oh,
Not-
see, thank
Not
you.
not the druid that came out that like we think is evil though.
Not
That's, yes,
phenomena.
it's a right. It's another druid. She was blue.
She was blue.
So it's your face no matter which way we go, right? This like we can't head like further west and then drop down to come in on that west side.
So from what you see is it's almost like as you look further down, it's not completely sheer face. There is a slight incline to where you're at, but it kind of curves around just a little as you're looking further to the left. It curves a little like going northward, and then you see like trees and stuff on the west side of that hill that the gnolls are kind of around. As you look to the east, kind of trickles off into like there's like hills attached to the one that the gnolls are circled around. It kind of runs into those hills off to the east, but it's pretty far down.
I say we go around the bridge until we get pretty even with the wall that the archdruid came out of, and then make our way in.
Okay. I am playing with this.
I like this idea.
El Real, do us all a favor.
What?
Stay away from rocks.
Very funny.
I'm being serious. You don't have a good track record.
Meridius starts walking,
I
Okay.
follow.
just shaking his head.
All right, so you guys are making your way around the top over there, and then trying to descend down the hill.
Well,
And make your
wanna
way
be
over the
able
top.
to where you said the sheer face of the archdruid came out. The bridge
Yep.
we're on, I want to go around until we're pretty much on line with that wall, and then
Okay.
descend into the valley.
All right, so as you make your way over there, as you make your way over there to that side, you have kind of a view of the back side of this little mountain, and you see the trees just kind of wrap around it, and it's a thick forest that goes in behind it, with some more hills off further to the east of it, kind of connecting into it. So you're just gonna go down. You can go down into the trees, or you can go down like just straight to where he came out.
I mean, how many gnolls do I see between us and that wall?
So on this side, there are fewer, of course. They're more populated in the front of, towards the center of the front of it. So there's still probably, probably 100 or so gnolls on this side of it, just in various actions. A lot of them are, starting to find places to eat, or finding places to sleep for the night.
Is there any structures on this side?
There are a couple of little makeshift looking huts or structures that they're using to sleep in. Or
Then I'd like to start making my way towards the closest building. And when I get within 40 feet of it, I want to cast Marine Lair.
okay. All right, so I need you to. So you're gonna go down the hill and then cast it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I need everybody to roll a stealth check going down the hill.
Guidance on myself.
I was like, on the whole party? Dang.
You know, I can't do that. That would be cool.
15.
23.
Plus 1.
Dirty 20.
I have a 14.
15.
Not bad. All right.
Guidance
so you guys
doesn't help a natural one. So
you all go down the hill.
Rolled a natural
And-
1.
Oh, you rolled a natural 1?
that's why I said guidance doesn't help a natural. I have disadvantage on stealth checks because of my armor.
It's true.
Clang, clang,
Ooh, crap, that's good.
clang.
And you and Meridius both.
All right. So give me everybody else's total real quick. It was
15.
15.
15.
What'd you have, Josh? 23. Can't hear you.
Oh,
23. Is it not?
Yeah,
There you
there you go. I could make out the numbers, but I couldn't hear them.
I think the mic goes to sleep on this headset. I don't know.
It must.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Clan, what'd you have?
Dirty 20.
And Maria's at 14.
Did they do enough to save the natural one?
Prepare for math.
Natural
The true final boss of all D&D campaigns. Math.
All right. So you guys
Can
go
I
down
play
the
Wealth
hill,
of the Storm though?
and as you get as you get over, Elril is kind of trailing behind, and as you guys get over to next to this little structure, Elril trips on the ground, and it's just armor hitting rock, just. And you, as you kind of peek around the side, you see some of the gnolls just kind of looking around.
Can I
and-
use thaumaturgy to make it sound like thunder?
How far away was he from me when he fell?
I'd say he's probably about 30 feet away, probably.
Damn.
I cast thaumaturgy up in the air to try to make it sound like thunder in the storm.
Okay. Roll
Right,
me.
Like I hit, and then I literally just flipped my back and cast it straight up.
Roll me. Let's just say a deception check, just to see if it works.
That's not bad. 17.
17. Okay.
Oh, am I between him and the gnolls? That could have
Yes.
potentially saw him.
You are. Yeah.
Well, then they can't see through my fog cloud
Okay. As you start to produce this, they hear,
because I did
Thunder,
that 40 feet
kinda.
before the building.
and as they look up, they see the clouds in the sky, and it seems like they just go back to what they were doing. One of them lays back down and kind of curls up. The other kind of continues to eat, as you're just still laying prone right there.
I slowly stand up and through the message go, that fucking hurt.
I'd get in the cloud before they wise up and realize that you're out in the middle of the open.
So roll another
Also,
stealth check as you get up to move up to the cloud.
Guidance.
Wait, what are you doing, Mordecai?
Mordecai says in the message, I told you to watch out for rocks.
It was a root on a tree that I tripped over.
You hit a rock.
That's
Watch out for rocks.
That's a 13.
13.
Oh, I'm
okay.
sorry. Plus 3, 16.
Okay, 16. Okay, so you make it over to the fog cloud. Doesn't seem like anybody has noticed you guys at this point.
Then I'd like to start weaving through the buildings as towards the wall.
As we're going, is there, like, looking around, does there seem to be any gnolls that are like more important than other gnolls? Like, is there, it seems to be any type of like hierarchy with like any gnolls that they're reporting to?
Roll a perception check, because you're kind of just eyeballing them to see what you can see here.
As we're walking around, do I see any gnolls carrying a
9.
pack that looks like something gnolls would not have?
Hold on. So 9.
Yeah.
No, from that you can't seem to make out anyone that seems to be important. So what were you saying, Kyle?
I'm looking for a pack that looks like it's big enough for a rabbit to keep its things in, but that a gnoll wouldn't have.
All right, perception check.
That's a 13.
The 13. No, you don't notice anything.
How far away can I see? What's the furthest gnoll I can see right now?
So you probably have. It's starting to get dark at this point.
Okay.
He's in a fog cloud. How well can they see out of the fog cloud?
We can
Meridius?
see normally if we're
and-
within 5 feet of him.
If he's within 5 feet of me, he can see fine. It's
He can see
likely
fine,
obscured
okay.
at that point.
Okay.
We're all huddled around.
Yeah, I mean, you can see probably. I don't know. Probably normal range, like maybe 100 feet out or something like that. It's
Alright,
starting to get dark, and then when it gets dark, it will be really dark out here. At that
Alright.
point, you won't be able to see much of anything. So,
I want to turn to El Rio and say, no, I'm gonna turn to El Rio. I'm gonna cast Psychic Whisper. Or I'm gonna use Psychic Whisper rather. I'm gonna use it on him because I can choose 2 creatures I can see, him and the furthest gnoll that I can see. I'm gonna send a whisper just to El Rio and say, what was that Archdruid's name again?
It was Menomina.
Right. Archdruid Phenomena.
And then I'm gonna send telepathic message to the gnoll. It says that me and the creature don't need to speak a common language to understand each other. So
Mhm.
we can understand each other. I'm just gonna say to him in his mind,
Hey, the Archdruid is very displeased with you. He would like a word.
you sit kind of ground, looking around. You see one of the other ones kind of just smack at him because it's making noise and waking it up. They hit back and they start fighting. And then some of the other ones jump in or are like pulling them apart, and it just ends up being like 6 or 7 of them start just going at each other.
So it's a no holds barred match.
ouch. Ouch.
Ready to make an intelligence saving throw.
Take
For
1d4
psychic damage.
I think Meridius just went unconscious and the marine layer dissipated on that comment alone.
So now you have just these gnolls just going at each other.
It's very weird.
Are you guys just stopping? You're just standing out in the middle of the field as a fog cloud?
I assume we're still walking.
Yeah, because he's only talking to me.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to weave through the buildings to get to that wall.
Okay.
I'll think to El Rio.
I saw that going differently in my head.
So you guys make it over to the wall. All the other gnolls are kind of huddling around this fight and yipping and going on. And as you approach the wall, you don't feel like they've even suspected that this weird fog cloud is floating, just out in the middle of this area here. So
I think this is the time that we all pop a top, as they say.
Can I check and see if the wall is an actual wall?
yes. So you just roll an investigation check as you're just kind of putting your hands on the wall, feeling
That is
around.
a 18.
18. Feels solid. From top to bottom, where you think he came out at, it seems just like stone.
Are you sure that this is where you saw him come out?
Oh yeah, positive.
You know what they say, when you got a notion, drink a potion.
Just a
Meridius
long
is
pause as
shaking his
everybody's
head.
just looking at each
Meridius
other.
is just shaking his head like, oh no, another one. And so
Another one.
I pull my potion out and I drink it.
That
And,
one.
and then so that everybody can feel comfortable with it. Since it's a 20-foot sphere, I'm gonna walk one step into the rock face.
So you just walk one square into it and stop?
Yeah, so they're still in the clouds so that they see that it can what happened when I drink it.
All right, so
But if you
just
move
so you
away from
know,
us, then we're
when
just
you
cloud.
end your movement inside of a solid space,
Yep.
you become ejected to the nearest space, and the spell ends. So if you step in and stop, that's ending your movement one space into solid rock.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so I
Well,
guess this is what happens. Was that your intention?
no. The point was to go slow enough that they would follow and still be in the cloud.
Okay. All right. So you step one step into the wall. Meridius just goes right into the wall.
No, I would be walking as well.
Okay.
Because if I walked normal speed, I could walk right through the wall and they'd lose the fog cloud. That was the
Yeah.
intent.
Okay. I just making sure your intent before I made a ruling on it. Because that would be very amusing to me if that happened, but I don't know how amusing it would be to you. So.
Oh, I mean, I'd have popped back out with marine layer still on, right? And just lost my potion.
Yeah. I don't think it's a
Awesome.
concentration thing. Yeah. So.
Lost some health, probably.
I'm beefy, it's fine.
Beefy.
All right. So, actually, hang on just one moment. I forgot we do not have a token for our rabbit friend here. So I will have to just create you a quick token. So 1 second.
Plan.
I have a
Yes.
D&D Beyond picture, if that helps.
I was just gonna throw a random token on the board. That one would be amazing, but that one's a premium token. Oh, that one's pretty good right there. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, that looks good right
Legitimately.
there.
I
Seriously?
saw it happen.
Holy
This
crap.
makes me.
I saw it happen.
So confused.
Nice.
When Clan made the no holds barred joke, I looked up and watched my viewer count and my follower count go down by one.
Yep, someone's just like, nope,
Nope.
Legitimately saw both of them
Someone's
go
like, "No,
down
thank
by
you."
one.
unfollowing this channel.
The greatest thing I've ever seen.
Some people just don't respect good comedy.
Okay, so you do not have dark vision, right?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. You do have vision. You don't have dark vision.
Yes, I can see. Just not in dark.
El Real, you are emitting light, correct? Do you have
Not
some blade out?
currently. I don't have the sword out.
Okay. All right.
When we get through and I see it's dark, I will probably pull the sword out.
Okay, here
Out
is
of
the map.
character, I also have a light spell.
Ooh, what a
too.
beautiful dark map. Am I a raccoon?
I'm gonna call you Rocket.
It's amazing.
That's the first thing I found.
I love it. Can that just be my permanent token, please?
Can't be. Yeah.
Just be a raccoon. It's great.
Oh,
Very
it
good.
brings me so much joy. Okay, so some of you can't see anything. Some of you can see a little bit. Something, yes.
I can't see anything.
Yep,
So
I am
Kai,
blind.
do you have the goggles, or I can't remember? You don't have those, right?
I'm a half elf.
Oh, you're half elf, so I don't know why you can't see anything. So let me rectify that one.
He said rectum. Oh,
Rectify.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it that way. I'm
Now we all lost one fall.
So
Yes.
30 feet, save. All right, now you can see.
I can see things now. Yes.
All right.
There appears to be a giant raccoon sitting behind Stanasi.
Is it 30 feet or 60 feet?
Sick.
I can't see behind.
60,
Stanasi.
right? 60, I think. It's 60, right? Yep.
Dim,
Okay, everybody else
30,
that has dark
30
vision.
bright, 30 dim. Yeah.
Yep. I can actually do that with this. I don't think I did.
Let me make sure.
I don't know. I think it says 60, so I just go with 60. So
So
It may be
Mal
30,
can't
30.
see, right?
that's fine.
Mal doesn't have dark vision, right?
Correct.
Are you holding anything?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You can see in dim light within 60 feet as if you were in bright light, and in darkness as if you were in dim light. You can't discern color in darkness, only shades of gray.
Okay, so I think everybody's got vision that should have it.
Once I realized that we're in darkness, I would pull out the sword.
Okay. So you are emitting light.
It has a maximum. I think
Bright
it
light?
starts as a 15-foot limits bright light and a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. And then I could have it be a maximum of 30 feet for each.
So another 15 feet beyond that.
Yeah.
And what was that last part?
I can make it go up to 30 feet bright light, 30 feet dim.
Okay.
Like,
So right now you're doing 15, 15. So,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna keep it at the 15 for
So
now.
at this
I don't
point,
wanna-
Mal, you should have vision, right?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
a little bit of vision.
As Elrel pulls out this sword and it just lights up the caves.
what way
What do you guys want to do? You step in, you see just normal cave, rock floor, dirt on the floors, rock walls, ceilings are pretty close in at this point. That's either maybe about 15 feet ish, in that range.
I would like to cast Divine Sense once we're on the other side of the wall.
Looks like you were right.
Okay. As you cast, how far is it again? 30 feet? 60
I
feet?
got 60.
60. Let's see, where is the ruler? No, I mean, you don't pick up anything.
All right.
Do we want to go up or to the right?
I'd say probably up because right should be closer to the entrance to the cave.
Endelon, is there a saying you would have for this? Maybe.
Well, you know what they say: when you step through the rock, there's nowhere to go but up.
So as the first person starts to talk, you notice that sound bounces off the walls very easily inside the caves.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Listen, echo, 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 echo.
I'll start slowly making my way up. And if I get to my full 30 feet of movement, I don't know if I slowly go up is.
Are you
Will I
moving
get-
stealthily?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then roll a stealth.
Guidance. Hey, that wasn't actually that bad. 17.
Hey, look
Okay.
at you. Stealthy boy over here.
So as I'm moving, I would try to.
Okay. So as you round that corner, roll a perception check.
18.
18. You hear like the breathing of, it sounds like a gnoll further ahead of you in the cave.
I look back at Meridius and I give him a wink as I cast Divine Sense.
Okay. Let me check something real quick.
As I've taken my first level of Paladin of the 2 levels of Paladin I plan on taking in this campaign. I want to be a cleric that can Divine Smite shit.
So I mean, you don't pick up anything with that.
Oh, damn.
Can I follow him up there stealthily?
Say, I think we're all heading that direction, aren't we?
I mean, maybe in saying what I've said about Mordecai, you know, where there's a faint, just a very faint essence of it, that you might pick a little bit of that up. Just barely.
There's
Not from Mordecai, though.
there's a little bit of Mordecai up ahead. I mean, a little bit of something like Mordecai up. There's some weird shit up ahead.
What do you mean? Like Mordecai in his
And
weird
as he
shit.
says that, I'm gonna start making my way that direction.
Yeah,
Okay.
Stealthily.
I want to start stealthing up that way as well.
Not
Alright,
able to
so-
came back from the dead.
Follow
your
behind
rolls.
stealthily.
Rolled a 19 on stealth.
14.
When I come up to here, and then I'm going to use my rabbit hop. Now, DM, I have a question for you.
You're gonna do the rabbit hop? Okay.
Yep. So
Alright.
I have a question. This might be something that needs to be talked about off stream, because rabbit hop ability says that when I move at least 5 feet, I can hop rolling a d12 and moving that many feet in a direction of my choice. But these are 5-foot squares. So how am I gonna move? Like, I rolled a 6. How do I roll?
So
I can't move
you had
6 feet.
You got to round it down, basically.
Yeah. See, because like if I roll like a 3, I can't move 3 feet.
I would say we would go to the closest
5.
5.
Okay.
So if you roll anything below, you will just round that up to 5. And if you
So
anything
6
else
or
will
down is 5, 7 or up is 10.
anything else will we'll round down. So if it's in the
Okay.
middle, like let's say you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So
You roll a 6.5.
But I went
a
30,
7 would
so I
roll
think
down
it
to a
was down.
5, an 8 would roll up to a 10.
35
We,
is
we can do that.
Okay.
That's
okay,
fair
so
enough.
7 and lower is 5, 8 and higher is 10.
Mhm.
All right, sounds good. All right, So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then the hop for 35.
So that would be my 30.
All right. Mordecai,
Are we moving like round base?
18.
I was just moving one round of movement up because that's what I
Stenasi,
said.
you're not in combat, so I mean, you can move as far as you really want to.
I'm gonna move up to this little alcove then. Up
I rolled
here.
an 11. Is
11. Okay. Well, you haven't moved though, so you're just stationary at the moment. So.
oh no, I said I was gonna follow him up that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So as Stenasi starts to move, the rest of you see this gnoll who's just kind of like scratching the ground. He's got a spear, just kind of scratching the ground, poking it. He kind of looks up.
Sees a fog cloud because
You see his head kind of go down and is looking as this fog is filling the cavern. He puts a spear out in front of him.
I don't see that. I'm ahead there. I see fog behind me. I'm looking off to the right now.
He starts to step forward towards the fog cloud.
I reach back and I touch Kai as he gets up there, and I cast Shield of Faith.
Is that somatic and verbal both, or is it
It is.
verbal?
It is, yeah, verbal, somatic, but we're inside. He would only be able to hear some stuff. He wouldn't be able to see anything because I'm inside the fog cloud.
Yeah, but remember we talked about how magic works, so it is kind of like it's weird.
Yeah,
kind of sounding.
he would be able to hear me for sure.
You would know that he would know something's up. So at
Yeah.
that point, he moves down. He goes, and howls as it echoes through the caverns.
That's not gonna be good.
Seconds later, you hear howls come back. A multitude of them.
Well, we just died. Okay, Kai is going to run out of the cloud and punch him in the face to try to shut him up.
You have a +2 to your AC.
Is Mike frozen? Or no, he's
No, I'm doing stuff here.
Actually, Josh, you're still in the cloud.
As I see him running out towards that knoll to shut him up, I would pop my daggers out and get him ready to throw.
Okay.
My goal is to murder him.
Because my fog cloud's 20-foot radius all the way around me.
All right. Okay, Kai, you get your hit off, and then I would need everybody to roll initiative.
All right. First attack is first attack with the short sword. So it is a 22. No, sorry, 24.
24 hits. Yes.
All right. For 8 points of damage. And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna spend a key point and hit him again, twice.
Okay, I always forget where to go to put my initiative in.
Click on your character and go top left.
Thank you.
But that ain't his character this time, is it? I don't think this has that set up for that.
No, he doesn't. You just have to tell me, and I'll have to add you in.
Okay, 22.
22.
Okay, first attack was a 20, non-natural. Second attack was a 22.
Both hit.
Okay, first attack, 8 points of damage. Second attack, 6 points of damage. And
You said 22, right?
yeah,
So 8
Yeah,
points of
20.
damage. And what was the second one?
and 6.
6. Okay.
Is he still alive?
He is.
Okay. I would like him to make a dexterity DC 13 saving throw.
He rolls a 13. Actually, 15, sorry.
Okay. Then he's not prone. Okay. Okay. Now I will roll initiative.
Okay.
My
So
initiative
I've got
is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, I'm missing Kai's. Yeah.
my initiative is a 21.
21. So remember, just click on your token, click on the initiative button there, and enter that number, and it'll automatically put you in. So now let me roll.
We're gonna have a dex off.
I bet Josh wins.
As a monk?
Probably.
Nah.
Monk, sorcerer.
I mean, hey, flip wizard. Okay. That's not sick moves.
All right. So you currently have fog cloud up, correct? Still.
Yes, and Josh
Okay.
is technically still in it. There's a 20-foot radius around me.
Right. We can actually give you a. I think we can give you a an aura. Say 20 foot. There you go.
I guess he's not still in it.
Let's see. He's barely 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, we can't see the aura.
Yeah, we can't see the aura.
Because on
He's partially in it. We'll say.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. He's kind of just hanging out the side, just
the
Punch-
no kind of
he's
salt
popping out, punching him, going back,
punches
coming
come
out.
out,
punching him.
this fog cloud punches me.
All right, so Indolin, you are first.
Alrighty. So you guys haven't seen it before, but I am going to kind of reach kind of into thin air and pull out a like a purplish dagger. It's made out of like some purple energy, and I'm gonna chuck it at the gnoll.
Okay.
And he is currently engaged with Kai, right?
Yep, he is.
So that's gonna
You
be
are correct.
a 23 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so it's gonna be sneak attack. It's gonna be 14 points of damage on the first one.
Okay. Well, with the first one, you hit him in the throat. It grabs its throat, falls down, and starts shaking.
Do I take that to mean he's dead?
Well, he's shaking for a moment, and then he stops shaking.
All right, very good. And then
If you're very thorough, you can go over and make a medicine check on your next turn to check him out.
I'm gonna.
You would
I'm
assume
gonna
he is dead.
All right, I'm gonna stay where I am and use my bonus action for steady aim, which means if I don't move next turn, then I have advantage on my first attack roll.
All right.
I'm done.
All right. Next up, we have Kai.
Do I see or hear any other threats coming toward us?
Well, you heard howls coming from behind you, but you don't actually see or hear anything as of yet. You could roll a perception check, but it would use your action to, try to hear if you can hear anything coming or see anything. Or...
So they came from back like this way.
Yes.
Okay, so 5, 15, 20,
Could have been Mordecai,
30, 35.
I mean, I do make noises,
40,
but not very knowledge.
45. 50, and then as my bonus action, I click my heels together and activate the boots of speed, doubling my move. So
Nice.
55, 60, 65, 70. Stop dead. 65, 80, 90, 95, 100.
At this point, Mordecai goes.
And you can even
You
use
go
your
that way?
action to
I could
sprint,
dash.
to
Yeah, I could
dash, and then
And as my free action, I yell, "More!" and point back the other way.
Okay.
And,
Shit.
and at that point, I think I am done.
all right.
That's
So
where
it's
we all
Tanasi.
got the idea.
Yep. So I saw my boy Kai run that way and run back. So I'm gonna work my way up to the top. It's 30. Yeah, I'm gonna go up top and see what we see up here. And I mean that's really all I can do. I'm just gonna see. Yeah, that's all I can do. I'm just gonna move up and hang out there.
Okay. All right.
Avoid all of those people behind us.
All right. So Mordecai.
Mordecai is worried about getting hit by people he cannot see, so he is going to go up here next to Meridius. And
Okay.
he's going to stop.
See how everybody is.
Hmm.
Running
See
away
ya.
from me, leaving me down here. That's okay.
All right,
I'm
so we
coming,
got,
just real late.
I
we got
come back
Meridius.
I am gonna move down here with Kai and conceal both of us in the fog cloud and await what's showing up.
All right. So the fog cloud, does it totally obscure, or how does it?
So it's heavily obscured unless you're within 5 feet of me. So anything looking into it can't see. Anything within 5 feet of me can see out.
Okay. So this one is going to. All right. All right. So that's all you're doing right now?
Correct.
Moving down there? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So my turn. So we got this
Gnolls
guy.
with an
1,
S.
2,
It's the scariest turn of them all.
5. 4.
Damn, Josh, we got a whole battalion, don't we?
Yes. That's why I yelled more.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11. These guys stop at the front and then they kind of charge on in very cautiously until they meet you guys. These guys get to about here. These about actually like right here. 2, 3, 4. That's there. All right. All right. So the two that get up close to you, they make attacks straight ahead at each of you. See how many they get. All right. Okay. All right. First hit at Meridius is a 16.
No.
Second one is a 13.
Nope.
Fourth one is a 25.
That one hits.
That one hits. Okay. So it kind of bites at you. You fend it off with your shield. It swings at you with one sword, and you hit it with, you knock it away with yours, and then it comes around with another sword strike, and it hits you with, that is 5 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
Kai, you got a 13 as it tries to bite you. I think that misses, right?
Miss.
Okay. Okay, 20.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. And a 27.
That's very much a hit.
So you kind of grab its face as it kind of comes at you trying to bite, and it kind of swings at your abdomen with its swords, doing 13 points of piercing damage to you.
Ow.
All right, Elril.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Radiant Soul thing. Actually, let me. Yeah, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to just run down 5, 10, 25, 30. Yeah, so we're going to I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
right here.
All right. So we'll just get like a sword or something.
It is the bastard sword that is carried by Helm.
All right.
And it gets an attack when it comes out.
It does.
So it's going to attack the one beside, but that's right there between Meridius and Kai.
Okay. By the way, it does not get flanking advantage, so it just gets a
Yes.
straight attack. So
That's what I'm trying to.
which is odd to me, but that is how the roll reads. So
18.
18. 18's a hit.
That is 8 damage.
Okay.
And then as I'm standing there, I'm gonna take the sword hilt and the shield that I have, and I just slam them together, and I cast Toll the Dead
Okay.
as my action on the same one. And because it's taken damage, the damage will be
D12, right?
increased.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
All right. I mean, these things are super wide, so that is probably a fail. Let's look. Yep, that is a 7.
That's 9 damage.
How much was that? Sorry.
9.
9. Okay.
That's necrotic and force damage for the 2 attacks separately, in case it
Mhm.
matters.
I don't think it does on these. Yeah.
Probably not.
But thanks for looking. Is it your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the end of round 1. So round 2.
Quick question: Are these
Indolent?
considered undead?
They are not considered undead. They can be, but these are not undead. Yeah. Hans would tell you that anything can be considered as undead.
I'm gonna run down to here.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love the undead. They come with me and I play with them and we do things. It's like a party.
And then I'm gonna again grab a dagger out of the air, chuck it at that guy right there. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so sneak attack. That's gonna be 13 damage to him.
Okay.
Bonus action, grab another dagger out of the air, throw it at him. That's gonna miss. It's only an 8 to hit.
So what does this look like as you're grabbing daggers out of the air?
So reach forward, kind of a purple energy, kind of not really like electric, it's not crackling, it's kind of like a mist, like a purple glimmer in the air. And then as I close my hand and pull back, it's almost like I'm pulling a dagger out of like I'm reaching into like a bag or something, reaching into something, and I'm pulling a dagger back. So as I'm pulling my hand back, this dagger's just kind of like materializing out of that space in front of me, and then I throw it forward. It's like a purple, purplish, glowing dagger, psionic energy.
So, just to the first attack, you said it was 13 damage?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
19.
No, on the damage.
Oh, I rolled a sneak attack. I think it was like a 3.
Oh, with sneak attack. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. I was like,
And then I also have just so you know, I also have where is it? I have thrown weapon fighting, so my thrown weapons deal an additional +2 damage.
nice. Okay.
And then the second one was just an 8, so that one missed.
And then because of your class, don't the daggers do like a D6 instead of a D4?
They
Yeah,
do.
so
yeah.
my first dagger does
Yeah.
1d6 +4. My second dagger does 1d4 +4.
That's
My
such a
bonus.
badass class.
Yep. Yeah. The main attack is d6. The bonus action is d4. So that ends my turn.
Yep. All right, Kai.
Oh. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay. Well, that hurt. So I'm gonna stab him and then punch him.
Okay.
Fair.
Maybe I'm not gonna stab him.
Natural
Natural
one.
one.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So you try to, but he's still biting at you, so you're having to fend off that. So
Yeah, and I can't do anything if I don't make a.
yeah, I think it does state it that way, right? That if you after an attack, you can use a key point, or is that how it states it? There may be other things that you can do, but I'm not
After
sure.
you take your attack action, you
Huh?
can spend a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So it doesn't say I
So
have to
you don't
land
have to
the
hit.
attack.
You're correct.
Right.
Yeah. So also, I like
So-
your background on your character sheet there.
So I am going to do that then, since let me mark that off. That will be down 2 key points. So the first attack, that's better, is a 22.
That hits.
Second attack is a 15 + 6, so it's a 21.
It both hit.
Okay. First attack is 6 points of damage. Second attack is 5 points of damage. And I would like him to make a DC. Let's see. 13 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I rolled a natural 16, so I won't look at the stat. So I'd like to think that you got a hold of his head, he's biting at you, and you just jump up and just like kind of double kick him right in the stomach as he just kind of winces back in pain.
Right in the knoll bits.
All right, so Stanasi.
So since everyone else ran in the other direction, I'm going to run back. Back to there, okay. And I'm going to target. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Which one is it? We're gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt on these guys back here,
Okay.
or on this one here. So why is it not? Can you please? There we go. So that is a. How does a 2 do me?
A 2 hits the wall and looks
Nice.
spectacular, but
Nice. Very nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
In that, well, that's rolling for damage. Okay. In that case, that's gonna be all I do.
alrighty. That's how spellcasters go. Either it's amazing or not.
Big rip.
That's true.
Big rip.
Speaking of spellcasters, Mordecai.
Yay! Okay, I am going to move here. And then I am going to firebolt that guy.
Okay, which one was it again?
That guy.
Oh, yeah. And he is bloodied, by the way. This one is not.
Oh, so that would be a 15.
15 hits.
Yay! I did it. Okay. 1d10. Where's my d10? We'll use you. That would be 3 damage.
3 damage? Okay.
3 damage. And then that ends my turn.
Alright. That brings us up to Meridius.
Also, someone's popcorn is done.
So, Meridius is going to reach down and grab his divine symbol and utter an incantation and give himself a searing smite.
Alright.
And then I'm going to make an attack on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Let's see. So 16 to hit.
16 hits. Yep.
Okay. So that's that's 10 points of damage plus 2 fire damage, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw at the start of its turn, or it's on fire. It's ignited on fire right now.
No, it does not, because it automatically fails because it is dead.
All right.
As it's laying on the ground, burning. It smells wonderful, by the way,
Hit her.
in this enclosed space.
Yummy.
And I will end my turn.
All right. So next is my turn. So some more of these guys kind of filter down in here, just kind of pushing forward.
I think that's enough.
Well, the funny thing is they don't even know what's happening in front of them right now.
It's true.
Who told them they could bring friends?
This one kind of stops at the back here. As they can't see what's going on, but they can definitely hear sounds of combat up ahead. As a few of them start throwing spears unwittingly forward into the cloud of fog. Could hit their own people, could hit you guys, could hit nothing. We'll see what happens.
Wait, has Marine Layer been up this whole time?
Yeah.
Marine Layer has like 2 more rounds and then it's gone.
So then none of us that attacked that gnoll could have done that because we couldn't see him, right?
Yeah,
We can only see through. We
you're
can only
not
see through Marine Layer
technically-
if we're within 5 feet of Buck.
You would have to roll with disadvantage, technically. Yeah. Well, we'll let it slide because it did happen. Sometimes crazy
Yeah,
stuff happens in
I
DD.
didn't know Marine Layer was still up.
But that is a good catch. Yep. So they're going to first off, the one in front of Kai is going to attack. That is a 27, an 11, and a 24. So
That's
hits
supposed
with
to be dead. Yeah.
hits with 2 of them, right? So he bites you on the first one, and that is D4. All right, so that is 8 and 3, so 11 points of piercing damage. To Kai. The 2 up front here, they start attacking at the spiritual weapon, which does nothing. The 2 behind them see that they're kind of stabbing at something and start to throw spears. So I'll have them roll with disadvantage. So that would be at Meridius, that'd be 13.
Nope.
And a natural 1. So those miss. The natural 1, well, he's right behind him. He wouldn't hit him with the spear, so that wouldn't make any
Stabs him
sense.
right in the back of the
That
head.
that wouldn't
as he
make any
goes to
sense.
throw.
So, but the 2 behind them, they take out spears and throw them as well forward. So that is a 22 at Kai
That's a hit.
and a. Ooh, that's a natural 20. That's only at 18 at Meridius.
No.
Okay, so Kai, you take D6 worth of. So that is 6 points of piercing damage as a spear can fly into the air and just hits you. And at that point, we'll say it is El Real's turn.
Gonna step down here. Kai's looking real bad, right?
Kai is bloodied. You can tell that he's bloodied, yep.
Yeah, we'll do it now. I'm gonna use my channel divinity to cast Preserve Life and give Kai an immediate 15 hit points.
Okay.
So you jump 15 hit points. Is he still looking real bad?
We can only tell you if he's bloodied or not.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's all we can say.
I am no longer bloody.
Yep.
I will swing at the one in front of him then and tell him to pull behind me if he needs. And I'll swing my spiritual weapon at the one in front of him.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
That is spiritual weapon attack. I think is a +6, so 17.
17 hits.
Ooh, max damage 12.
Okay. Okay, and he is bloodied.
And I try to give enough room for Kai to get behind the two guys with shields.
Okay. All right, so round 3, Indolon. Is this the last round of Marine Layer?
I've got this one and one more. So
One
the
more,
start
okay.
of the next one is when
Gotcha.
I'll lose it.
When you okay, so at the end of this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I fit
Okay.
here?
Yep.
See, there's
Mhm.
that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna run through right there. Take aim at the first one, the one that's bloodied, with a dagger. Because I am in Marine Layer and I can see him since I'm right next to Meridius, but he can't see me. Am I considered hidden from him right now?
Yeah. I would say you're obscured, so yeah.
All right, so do I have advantage on the attack then?
He can't see anything coming at him yet, I would say.
Okay.
Unless it's right in front of him.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Sneak attack.
Good old sneak attack.
All right. And first one's gonna be 20 damage on the first one.
Okay. And you see him drop. He just kinda hits the wall and kind of slides down the wall.
All right. And then second attack bonus action on this one right here behind that spiritual weapon.
Okay.
It's gonna be even with advantage, a 10.
A 10? Okay, that
Rolled
one
Rolled
That
a
one
natural
misses.
1 and a 4.
rough.
That
So,
dice goes with
Am I wrong in thinking that you're jumping in the air and slinging these things as you're spinning around?
Oh no, for sure. That's what's happening. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a
that's
bunny.
what I'm-
Come on now.
That's what I'm visualizing here.
So Mal running middle tree gunslinger.
Yeah.
All right. I guess now we have Kai. I'll actually just move the. Hang on 1 second, Kai. Let me actually just move these out of the way. All right.
Okay, I will step up here,
Okay.
and then I will stabby on that one. That is a 12 plus 6, so it's an 18.
18 hits.
Okay. For 9 points of damage.
All right. Good damage.
Make sure that I may have just told you wrong. I'm sorry, not 9 points of damage, 7 points of damage.
So,
Sorry.
okay. Add 2 back.
Yep. And then I will do an unarmed strike. I'm not going to do flurry of blows. That is a 24.
24 hits.
For 6 points of damage.
All right. 6 bludgeoning.
And then I will disengage, or I'll just move back. They do get an opportunity attack, but it's a disadvantage because of the
Okay.
moves.
All right. So there's 2 of them there, so they're both going to swing at you. So that is a 23
With disadvantage, it's a 23.
and a 10. Yep. The other one rolled a 10, so.
Well, that's a hit.
All right. So that is 5 points of piercing damage. Sometimes you get lucky.
And I will move a little bit more, and then I will be done.
Okay. All right. So now we got Stanasi.
I'm gonna move up into that space that was just vacated. Not right
Okay.
on them. Just kind of get in front of El Real here. and
so
I'm
you-
going.
So you couldn't see before, really? But now when you step up next to Meridius, you can see a bunch of gnolls in front of you all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about this. Nobody said anything in the communicator while I'm back, but that's fine.
Just
Cool.
a shit ton of gnolls. He did
Just
say
a shit-
more.
He did say more. He did. I'm going to target this guy right here in the middle,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Acid Splash, and I'm going to target
Okay.
him, and I'm going to target the buddy in front of him there because he's within 5 feet.
Okay.
And they both have to do a dex saving throw.
Dex. Right. First one rolls a 15.
Well, he saves.
Second one rolls a 20.
He also saves. Yay! And that's all I'm doing.
Oh,
This is gonna be great for me. It's fine.
this is the troubles of a caster. I've went through it myself. Mordecai.
I am going to move down here. And then, holy shit, there's a lot of guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast level 2 Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
And I'm going to twin cast it.
All right. Meta magic time.
Yep. So, and then I'm going to attack the front 2 gnolls with a fire orb.
Okay.
If y'all were wondering how long it would take Rican to realize he had meta magic, that was the moment.
was the moment right there.
It was the
Yes.
third round.
All right. Is there a save or is it a hit? I think it's a hit,
There's
right?
no save. I just have to make a ranged
range
spell
attack. Yep.
So that would be a 19 to hit on the first one.
That hits. I take it the
Oh,
top one is the
Hold
first
on.
one.
Oh, yeah, the top one's first. Hold on, my D20 decided to go across the room.
Oh, that's an instant 20, right? That's what that
I'll
means.
be back.
Chase it.
Oh, wow, Clan's gone. What do you guys really feel about him?
This is the time where we would fill it with an ad if we had a sponsor.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
All right,
Pictures
I like-
of Spanish custards.
Okay, and then the second one is a nat 20.
And that's what for
Nat 20.
Dang.
Let's go.
Okay, so on
Nice.
the first damage, let's see, here it is.
Mordecai comes in blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
So the first damage is 17
Okay.
fire damage. Okay, then on the second one, so this was a critical. So do I just roll damage twice, or do I just
Yes.
double the damage that I did?
I prefer that you roll 2 damage dice.
Okay. All right.
Here you go. Now you're focused. You're
All
back
right.
with
So
us.
that's the first damage is on that one is 22,
Okay.
and then on the
4.
second, 2, 4. 16.
All right, that one is
Pictures of
gone.
Spanish custard. They're
As it
eviscerated.
just goes up in smoke there. We'll take him off the board. All right, is that all?
Yeah,
Anything else?
that's all for Mordecai.
All right, Meridius.
I am going to move right here.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to attack him. $19 to hit.
19 hits.
So he takes 6 points of slashing and then 4 fire damage.
Okay. And he is down.
So we have 2 burning husks in the ground.
Yep.
And
As
that'll
they
end
say
my-
these days, let us go. Is that what the kids say?
No limit turn.
All right. It is now the gnolls' turn as they approach and see you, and that is a 16,
No.
a 25,
Yes.
10,
Nope.
another 10, 23.
Yep.
And a 22.
Yes.
All right, so that's 2d6s, and I think it was the first attack for the one guy up at the top, right? So that's a d4. So from the top guy, that's 3 points of piercing damage as he bites into you. And the bottom guy gets 2 sword strikes in. That is 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. The others kind of move forward, and the 4 right here will actually just randomly throw spears into the fog. As you hear the 2 in front of you, they're kind of yipping to the ones back behind them. Mordecai, you still have comprehend languages?
As long as it's been less than an hour.
You hear them saying, there are a lot of them, go get help. Okay. So here comes the spear attacks. That is going to be a 19, and let's see, we got 5 in our range here, so we'll just roll. We'll roll a d6, and counting the spiritual weapon as one of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stenasi, a 19 to hit. That hits, I would imagine, right?
You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, that hits hard.
Then we got Mordecai. That's a 23 to hit. Then we've got Elril. That's an 11. And then spiritual weapon. That's a 22. So miss on that one. All right, so Stenasi, that's 8 points piercing damage.
Nice.
And Mordecai, that's 5.
Do the potions we took have anything to help with that, or is it just that we get to walk through walls?
Oh, they're resistant to the bludgeoning and piercing, right? So yeah.
So half damage then.
Yep, actually all this has been half damage because they're not magical weapons that they're using, so just by the way.
Josh has almost died like twice, and he couldn't.
Since my number was an odd number, do I do 3 damage or 2 damage? I'm guessing 3.
We round everything up, so
Okay.
except for the rabbit hop thing, which is a new thing that we have to deal with. It gets rounded different ways.
Just
Everything
wanted
else
to make
gets
sure.
rounded up.
So I'm gonna take half of my total damage off right now.
After Josh got beat the hell out of.
Elril.
What, it bludgeoning and piercing, you said?
It says resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons. So basically all physical attack that's not magical.
It lasts like an hour, doesn't it?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
And it's been roughly about, we'll say, 5 minutes.
I was gonna say we're probably 5
roughly.
minutes in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you know, give or take.
5 minutes and 12 seconds at this point. at this point.
Real? Your turn.
Sorry, I was muted.
This one.
I'm going to push up. I can share space with my spiritual weapon, right?
Hmm.
I mean, it could even be hovering above me and striking down.
Let's look real quick. It is a good question. Nobody's ever tried to do that in my game, so. You create a floating spectral weapon within range, duration, blah, blah, blah. When you cast, make it. Blah, blah. As a bonus action, you can move the weapon 20 feet and attack with it. Weapon can take whatever form you choose, clerics or deities associated. You know, it doesn't really say that you can't. But in saying that, it doesn't. That would mean that I could run through them as well. So, are you okay with that?
I wasn't even thinking of running through it. I was thinking of, you said it's 15-foot ceilings, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was thinking of like me standing under it as it was like, because I'm going to attack with it as much, like I can move it up and attack as I come running in, right?
Technically, it's not a combatant, so yeah, I could move through it as well. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
you
move
should
through
be
it. You
able
can
to.
stand in it. Yeah, whatever.
So yeah, I'm going to move up to where I'm in the same spot as my spiritual weapon. And
Okay.
then I'm going to attack the one up in front of Buck.
Okay.
With the Sunblade. That is a almost nat 20. A 19 plus.
Okay, that hits.
Ooh. 13 damage. From 13 radiant damage. I don't know if that makes any kind of difference.
All right, 13 damage.
And then as I strike in, the spiritual weapon's going to come over the top and strike down.
Okay.
And that is a 22.
22 hits.
10 damage.
10 force damage. Use the force. All right. Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. So top of the next round, I guess we lose the marine layer then, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a 10-minute cast, so I was going by. I figured it took half the time to get in here, plus
Yeah.
fighting the one up top. So I just started doing ticks. So that would have been.
Well, each round's only 6 seconds.
But he had it
Yeah,
active.
But
the
I
whole-
activated it before we came in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and as we were moving through
So-
the camp and stuff.
So that's why I just tallied it up for that
Yeah.
to end it.
That's good. Yep. So we'll say it kind of dissipates and everybody can see all the combatants in front of them. All right. And we got Indolin.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack this one right here.
Hmm.
And we're still doing called shots. Is that a thing?
You can, yeah. Nobody really has been using it, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just call an arm shot. So it's gonna be -2 to my attack roll.
Okay.
And if I hit, then he has disadvantage for 1d4 minutes. So that's gonna be a. Ooh, nope. That's a 10 -2 is an 8 is all.
8. Okay, yep. Hits the wall.
Go ahead and do the same thing. Bonus
Okay.
action, throw another dagger, call arm shot on his arm again. Much better. That is a 25 -2, 23.
23. That hits.
And let's see, since he's engaged, this one gets sneak attack, right?
Would have sneak attack. Yes.
So that's gonna be 11. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I wrote a D6 instead of this was a D4 as my bonus action. Let me reroll that. Oh my god, 3 1s.
I really like using the turn order tracker in here again. Makes it a lot easier.
So that's 9 damage, and he has disadvantage on attack rolls.
All right. So since it just
4.
hit one arm, he's dual wielding, so we'll just give him disadvantage on one arm. We'll mark him with I don't know. We'll give him radioactive symbol.
And that ends my turn.
All right, Kai,
Okay.
who just realized that he was getting hit and it didn't hurt as much as he thought it
It's like,
did.
oh wait.
It's but a flesh wound.
Not a whole lot I can do. Could run all the way around. Yeah, I can't really.
If you have like a ranged attack, that's about all you could probably do.
Throw a dart at the radioactive one.
So here's a question. Could you run through and punch them, but not in your movement in their space?
Yeah, I'm sure I could. I just have to.
Is that a legal move in 5th edition? I mean,
As long as I don't end my turn in.
Can you run through an enemy space?
No, I can.
not
run
an
through
enemy.
A friendly space.
Yeah, so you could run up into like my space, go punch, and then dip out and take
Then
it
retreat. Can you actually do that?
Oh no, DM, can we do that?
I would allow it for right now, but I would probably research it for later.
I
'Cause
mean,
I
I
think
would
it
think
sa-
you could, right?
sounds
Because
really
you're not using
interesting.
all your movement.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the Spartans putting their shield wall and the others behind them stabbing over top.
Well, let's
And then
just
they
do
go
that
shields
then.
again.
So
Just shove Sly off to the side for a second.
We need to get you like a pole arm or something where you can do that over us.
that's a 17 to hit with a short sword.
Okay, 17 hits.
Ooh, it's good damage. 5 plus 4, 9. And then I am going to burn another key point. Mark that off. And do flurry of blows. So that's a 16. 16 hits.
16 hits.
Okay, let me go ahead and roll the other one. That's an 18, so both of them hit.
Yep.
For 8 and 5 damage.
13.
So,
'Kay.
and I want him to make a dexterity 13 saving throw.
All right, I've been rolling really good on those. Let's see what happens. That is a 15.
Damn it. Okay.
They're really good at dex, so.
I'll make him roll a strength one next time. And then I move out and they can take their attack, but they have to take them at disadvantage.
Yep.
I'll move back to like here.
So they would get an attack of opportunity though, because you did engage them and move away. So
Yeah.
we'll let them swing
But like I said, they do have
Disadvantage,
because
right.
of my boots. Yeah.
because your boots,
Yep.
your fancy boots. It's an 11
That's a miss.
and a 15.
That's a miss.
All right, both miss.
How long is that spell active? Is it concentration?
Yeah, I haven't been hit yet though.
Okay.
Uh,
My AC is still 19 as long as it's still up.
yeah, it's like a 10-minute spell.
Okay.
Let me check and make sure. Yep, concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay. And that is it for me. I am done.
Okay. Stenasi.
Okay. Let's try this again. I'm gonna cast second level witch bolt. Hopefully. We'll see if it hit, and we're gonna aim at one of these guys back here. We're gonna aim at him.
Okay.
Over here for the arrow. So it's 24 to hit.
24 hits, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So 20 lightning damage.
20. That's some serious stuff. Okay.
And that will be it.
Okay. All right, Mordecai.
Okay, on Mordecai's turn, he uses the special little communication thing, and he's like, "They're calling in reinforcements now." And
Okay.
then he will use a. He would like to use a firebolt on radioactive man.
Okay.
Okay, that would be a. Math is hard. 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And then the
All
firebolt
right.
does 9 damage.
9, okay. And that one falls.
Then that will end Mordecai's turn.
All right, we got Meridius up next.
Well, I'm just going to move forward one more time,
Okay.
and I will take an attack on the one below me.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
It hits.
So that's 10 points of damage plus 5 fire.
Yep, that is death. That's what that is.
I don't ever get to let one burn. And that'll end my turn.
All right. On the Gnolls' turn, you notice a few of them in front reaching into their packs, pulling out something, and pouring it into their mouth.
It's gummy
As this
bear
one
juice,
As,
isn't it?
you hear this song, "Gummy Bears." No.
Oh,
I
I
like
like
those-
gummy bear.
So the
Yes,
one in the
I
back,
like gummy
you
bear.
guys notice he takes off just running. Let's see, 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and this one here, in front of Meridius, pushes this one forward, pushes these backwards as it grows in size.
Jesus.
This one does the same thing, pushing that one backwards and this one backwards as it grows in size as well.
Somebody
And,
call him Rita Repulsa or Lord Zed.
As now
Oh, that
these,
one.
as these huge like gnolls just they kind of just look even more ravenous as they're just scraping the top of the cave as they're coming towards you now. And we'll let El Real go. And then after that, we're gonna call it until next time to finish this.
I'm going to spiritual weapon attack the one in front of me.
Okay.
That is a +6, 16.
16 hits.
10 damage.
Okay.
To us about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Is he still standing?
Yep.
30
Um,
damage is still standing.
I'm gonna turn back and look at Kai and go, I'm sorry, friend. You're gonna be easier to hit again. And then I cast Bless, and I bless Meridius, Kai, and Rabbit Boy.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. He is Bunny Man, not
So
Rabbit.
Kai will give you
excuse me.
a
Bunny man.
little halo wings thing. So we got Kai. You said
Meridius,
Meridius.
Kai, and the bunny boy.
Mr. Bunny
And
Boy.
Mr. Bunny
And
boy.
and the raccoon.
And Bunny
Mhm.
the Raccoon.
So that's the plus 1d4 for all attacks or saving throws.
You
And
can
at the,
summon Groot at any time as well.
at the end of that round, we call it until next time, as these huge hulking gnolls are in front of you, and one of the other gnolls has ran off.
Actually, can I cast that at a second level and put it on myself as well?
Sure.
Next time, when the crusty knoll says, "Hey, big man, let me hold $1."
That's right. I could hear that. You would just hear.
Very true.
I speak
All right,
crusty
so
knoll.
we'll-
What are you talking about?
Kill the music there, and we'll see everybody next time as the party is about to get 8. So come back and see if they get
about to
devoured.
get 8. Jesus.
We will see you then.
Yay.
So it'll be
Yeah.
2 weeks from tonight on Sunday. We also have our Saturday game coming up this Saturday. We got Super Retro Game Show, me and Clan tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've been streaming Final Fantasy, so come check that out. I've been doing it anywhere between 9 and midnight. So almost every other night that I don't stream something else. So anybody else got anything?
I go full time again on Tuesday.
Full-time
We go
streamer
back to
mode.
full time streaming from
Nice.
12 or from 8 to noon in the morning, and then again from 7 to 11 at night.
Nice.
Yeah. Come play Genshin Impact with me sometime. Wednesday through Saturday, 10:30 Central Standard Time.
And I
I'm
was
on
just checking
vacation,
out.
so it'll be completely freaking random.
You better start streaming during the day. That's what I should. I hope to see that. And I was watching Regan last night play some Destiny. So
Yeah, that
Did-
was a
did
bit
you
of a
guys-
stream.
you guys finish that raid?
We did.
Hey,
Oh,
Rican,
cool,
we need
okay.
to run
Yeah.
through with
Vog and Trials, yeah.
Radio Man.
Yeah. I know. We were supposed to do it last Friday, I think, right?
Yeah, I had stuff come up.
Yeah, just let me know.
All right.
I
So
stream
we'll
Destiny.
see everybody next time. Follow everybody: Malnox, Regan Streams, Big Sly TV, Clan Diesel. Josh doesn't stream, or Buck doesn't stream yet. So follow them in the future. Find them in person. Follow them around. They're real fun guys. All right.
Also,
see
drop a
everybody-
follow on Dr. Diz_DM.
Oh yeah, me. I forgot
right.
about me.
Follow him. Follow him.
And if any of you guys are subscribed to Amazon Prime, you get a free Prime sub every month. Any of these handsome motherfuckers deserve that sub. Do it.
Oh, dear.
Especially that swole ass one down there in the
Clan? Yeah,
Tank.
in red, right? Yeah.
bro tank. Damn, looking swole.
All right,
Well, speaking of that, new merch will be
Oh.
up soon on
Yeah.
my store.
Clan's
Yes,
got merch.
I just got to drop the link. That's all I got to do.
Use code Clan
Hey.
Diesel or no longer?
Yeah, use
Go
code
Clan
Diesel.
Diesel.
No, no,
10% more expensive.
not that. That's gone now.
Where can we find your merch at, Clan?
It'll be on Spring for my
Oh,
game
nice.
Spring. So I've got that stores built. I just got to put a link in my page. So there you go.
Hey, hey.
Check it out on
put
Twitch
a link
there
in your
on his
page.
about section.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Hey, Rican.
Dímelo.
Rican.
Yeah.
Radio says you swole up like a swamp possum with the mumps.
Ooh. Thank you.
All right. So we'll see everybody next time.
That
See
sounds
ya.
rough. Bye.
Bye.